Hello and welcome to Sierra Ops. My name is Benny or Cash from RPG Maker Cola. We're going to be playing Sierra Ops. I don't know anything about this game. Kaya recommended it to me. I'm going to try it out. Let's go. Sierra Ops. Back thrusters, check. Side thrusters, check. Life support, check. Weapons, check. I know you're new to this, but you're going to have to launch at some point, Junius. If you and Freya hadn't... Less talking, more flying. It was definitely my fault, but I didn't jump through half a dozen hoops so you could rant over comms. What happened to I can easily beat your records? Don't tell me. You're getting cold feet. Ooh. Launching. I like the vibe. Oh, interesting. I didn't think it would have this sort of like... Oh, am I controlling this? No. So predictable. Just show me the course start point. Yes, of course, young master. Right this way. Says the actual noble. You know, I like just messing with you. So you can move the map view by moving the cursor to the edge of the screen or using the keyboard hotkeys. Oh. Move the camera to the right. So here's the thing that I'd immediately say about like using mouse and keyboard. I would prefer it to be like WASD, but like, I don't know, maybe mouse wheel or plus or minus. Oh, there's like, oh, so you can use alternately mouse or keyboard. Maybe that works better than right click anywhere on the map. No, but you see, to move to a target location, you have to right click anyway, so WASD would work better. In my opinion. Anyway, this is pretty simple. Just pass all the markers, manage some turret fire. The turret will be the shooting paint. Will be shooting paint, so you won't be in actual danger. Paint in space. But don't blame me if you get a bad grade for being nailed too many times in the core. You do know how to turn, right? Maybe if you didn't talk so much, I would be done already. This is merely part 1, my friend. The main event has yet to come. Uh-huh. Meet you at the end. Hey, wait. Move to the starting meter marker. Okay. Oh, where's it? Oh, there. It's a bit slow. I don't really know what this is about. And this moves really quickly, this camera. It's like zooming. Turrets, huh? I should be able to avoid fire as long as the walls remain intact. Turrets? I have no idea. Wait, what? Oh, avoid fire. I don't know how this works. What does this generator power? Looks like it'll shut off if it takes enough turret hits. Should I try the alternative movement modes to better position myself for luring shots? I should be able to avoid fire as long as the walls remain intact. Wait, avoid fire. What does this mean? I don't know. Oh, walls? What? Oh, the walls aren't remaining intact, though. Instantly move the ship without turning. Oh, movement modes. Optional. Okay, I see now. Move, strafe. Okay, I see what strafe is. Okay, I get it. That's the last of them. But where is... Hey! Wait, where are you going? Where are you going? Okay, so you can hold. Wait, oh, this is so... I'm confused. Okay, I didn't move my camera. Your valiant efforts have been rewarded. Opportunity missed. Opportunity missed to what? Okay, I'm not controlling anything. Hazardous areas inflict harmful effects to any ship that passes through. Radiation deals damage. Longer the ship stays in zone. I don't want to be in radiation. Where am I? Oh, this is really anxiety-inducing. This is really innovative systems, by the way, but I'm just struggling to learn. But let's see. What the heck is he trying to do by taking me through a radiation field? Guess I'll have to ask after I catch up. I can probably clear a path by destroying some debris. I'll be fine as long as I stay far away enough. Disengaging weapon safety lock. Click on a selected enemy unit to lock on and fire the ship's weapons on it. Wait, where's the... Oh, are these enemies? Oh, cool. Oh, this is really innovative. Oh, I like this. This is tight. Okay, so how do I get closer? Right click, I guess. Nice. I very much like this. Hi, Rifter 8 Rocks. You ask, is the whole game like this? This is cool. I have no idea. This is my first time playing. I have not even looked at a trailer. I had no idea it was going to be like this. What in here's name is he doing? So I have no idea what this is about. This is I'm experiencing it in the very same way you are. I got recommended a game. I only knew the name. So it's very, very new to me. Wait. Okay, it's really weird how it says MSRH. Those aren't really... So I know... Okay, I realize now. So it says move, strafe, turn, hold. But in my opinion, you shouldn't... You should put hotkeys next to each other, not like with the first letter of each, command. Command. Oh, toggle command mode? That's pretty cool. But yeah, I would rather do like ASDF or something for that like system. What's happening here? Okay. What? Why am I in Lapis? What the heck are you trying to pull? Wait, what? No, stop. Crit. I like the vibe. The vibe is very cool. It's got a very interesting vibe. I'm going to put chat on the top right, I think, because there's less stuff. I wish there was a version of chat that went from top to bottom. Actually, I'll still put it down here, like there. That'll be good. Smoke burns my lungs. Can anyone hear me? Is that my voice? Whoa, this is crazy. This is amazing. Ah, that's right. Surrounded by twisted metal and shattered glass, my hands claw at the crumbling concrete and exposed beams. This rubble. I need to get out of this rubble. Wait, it went way too fast. I didn't even click anything. I reel back in pain. So cloth alone isn't good enough. Using what's left of the cinched sleeve, I try to shield my face from the encroaching flame. Wait, that's way too fast. Don't do that. Please don't do that, game. Oh, no. Don't... Oh, I clicked auto by accident. No wonder. Maybe I stretched my free hand toward the pile of collapsed roof and concrete wall pinning me down. If I can nudge that... There we go. Sorry, I must have clicked auto by accident. This is like a visual novel slash, like, ship game, which is quite a fun concept. The flames crawl forward. I force myself to breathe despite my drowning lungs. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Finally, I manage to shift the balance of the slab ever so slightly off what remains of my lower body. It's my only chance. With what remnants of strength that I have left, I dig my raw fingers into the fractured floor and pull. I like this. Come on. Come on. Just a bit more. Ah! My exposed arms sting as bits of concrete shower me from above. I curl up as best as I can, anticipating the building to collapse. Nothing. Oh wow, I right-clicked and this came up. So it's a log. I like that. That's cool. I push up on shaking limbs and lean my head back to look at the floor above me. If that had... I wonder what engine. Is this like a... I like taking concrete showers in the morning? No, don't think about it, Junius. My eyes dart across the horizon, littered with nothing but fire and what remains of the hangar. I'm going to change this chat box to be clean so that we can see through it. And I'll put it on the top. I'll put it down here. Yeah, that's a good place to put it. There has to be a way out. There has to be. There has to be. There has to be. There has to. There has to. Dang it. Help! Only the nearing rumble of spreading fire and twisted metal answer my cry. Is it really going to end like this? Am I really going to die? I'm over here! Fabric, sticky and stained red, clings to my weakening body. It hurts. It hurts. Everything hurts. Someone, please! Help! Glimmering under the fire's glow, thick ruby liquid seeps into the cracking foundation, drawing spindly, red lines across the floor. Why did everything go so wrong? All I ever wanted was for these days to continue. Someone, please, help me! Blurring vision. My vision blurs. The taste of iron in my mouth all but disappears. Finally, the pain subsides. Please. I still... Hey, are you okay? Stay with me. We're going to try and move you. Just... Oh, we got saved. That was very dramatically well presented. Wake up. Wake up, Junius. Oh. My eyes snap open at the feeling of paper hitting my face. Freya stands before me, file in hand, staring with mild disdain. Please choose a more suitable location to retire for the day. Actually, I'm going to change that voice. The same exasperated tone from 6 months ago, is it? Leaving the dread of the nightmare behind, I get up from my resting spot. I apologize. It seems I closed my eyes for a moment too long while waiting for you to return. This is what you were looking for, correct? I take a second to flip through the folder. Documents on the engine's power output, detailed schematics from the ERA. This is definitely it. At least she seems to be on top of things. Yes, thank you. Unless there's other business you must attend to, I request that you depart immediately. I must return to my research. I apologize for the intrusion. Thank you again. So they're very sort of formal with each other. My eyebrows furrow, my inner thoughts leaking out ever so slightly onto my face. It's not like I came out here out of my own leisure. 6 years is a long time. Even if everything's been washed blank with still being colleagues for the past half-decade. Uncomfortable or not, there should be some level of professionalism, shouldn't there? Perhaps it's better we never reconciled. If simply drifting off in somewhere associated with her is enough to resurface some memories, then nothing good will come out of us staying together. I nod to myself as I try to ignore the lingering smell of smoke still fresh on my mind. It's time to leave those days where they belong. It's time to let go. It's time. It's time. It's time. Okay, the writing has been really good so far, but I'm not a fan of, like, the repeated, lines like, we're going, we're going, we're going, we're going, we're going. It's a bit too much, but, like, if you said it's time once, and, like, it had its own, message box by itself, it would have, like, great impact, but saying it 3 times, to me, doesn't have the same amount of impact. Never mind, it says I repeat those words in my mind like a prayer, so it's technically, it's a part of it. Hi, Hello-Ruiz. Sorry I was eating breakfast. Hello there. Good to see you. A crinkling sound interrupts my thoughts. I look down to see the folder in my hands. Oh, you developed the game. Wow, so you've been here the whole time. Oh, just gonna wash dishes? Yeah. Super impressive so far. Very impressive. I didn't know that you were the developer. You've been here since the beginning of the stream. A crinkling sound interrupts my thoughts. I look down to see the folder and my hands bending at an ugly angle. That's right. If it wasn't for Doc, I would have never even had to take such a long detour around the station. What kind of genius needs his assistant to keep track of critical project files? Why did he leave it on board if he knew we needed it in the first place? I smooth out the graphite and ink smudged pages to the best of my ability. I think ink smudged would have a apostrophe in between those two words. Maybe. I'm not too sure. Actually, no, Benny. Probably not. Yeah, but I don't know. Scratch that. Grammar's a hard thing. If he has so much trouble staying organized, he should just digitalize his work. Even Freya's cooperative on that front. It's not like he can only work in analog either. If anything, he practically dwarfs Freya on every level. Would it be really so difficult to remove at least a bit of clutter? I had to climb over more than one pile of ship parts and tools before I even got close to where he chucks the manuals and blueprints. It's practically a miracle in itself that no one's actually died under fallen debris. Oh, I like these portraits. Oh, these animations. Ah, Junius, you're back. Wait, different accent. Ah, Junius, you're back. Color me surprised. He did find them on time. Of course he did. The lad knows me like the back of his hand. Doc slaps me across the shoulder and plucks the files from my fingertips with a satisfied smile. I restrain the urge to sigh. As someone who knows you like the back of my hand, I had to wait for Freya to find them for me after spending an hour digging through both the station and onboard lab on my own. Did you now? Funny, isn't it? Well, Doc, you really need to clean everything out. It's practically a disaster waiting to happen. It's not that bad. Plus, we'll be back on Earth soon. That lab is pretty clean, isn't it? Do you know how long the lab here stayed clean for on the day we docked? An hour, a single hour. I thought I ended up in the storage room. I didn't even know it was physically possible to cram that many things into one place. Minute details. As long as work gets done, it's fine. Right, Timon? Sorry, but you're on your own for this one. Walking around in there's a nightmare. I can't believe you boys are teaming up on a defenseless old wizard. Wizard again. I glanced at Doc's ex-assistant standing beside him. Even he's rolling his eyes. I know I wasn't the best Wait. Oh, Doc was Junius's father, so I guess I have to modulate this. Doc wouldn't have like a British-ass accent, I think. So Doc is going to have American accent. Yeah. It's funny how when I like voice act things on stream, like I'll learn detail. Oh, oops! I realized chat is over the top of. So I'd rather. Oh, foster father. So it's okay. Okay, I'll keep the British accent then. I realized chat was over the chat bubbles. My bad. So yeah, foster father. That's good. Okay, so British. I know I wasn't the best father to you growing up, Junius, but I really am trying my best. So, can you please forgive me? How are we? I'm. Is that how you pronounce your name? I'm sorry if that's wrong. But I'd be interested to know what engine you created this in. It seems quite, like, for visual novels, I only know, like, RenP, but, like, this is very, it's got a lot of stuff that's very custom, like the spaceship stuff, so I'm interested. Unity, yes. Oh, awesome. That's great. Looks fantastic. Yeah, looks great. Don't try to weasel out of this, old man. This is what, the 5th similar incident? Would it be so hard just to be more attentive of where you put things in the future? Freya never complains. Freya never complains? Freya's fine with living in a cardboard box as long as her research grants are approved. Details. Why are you always so... Anyway, seminar, we should get on that. Even a few primary nobles are coming, remember? We definitely shouldn't slack off, right? Codex unlocked nobles. I promise I'll tidy things up this week. Next week. We really can't afford to plan for more casualties, Doc. I did warn them that only the experienced could traverse safely. Just how many people do you think that take that seriously when you go around calling yourself a wizard? How about instead of weird warnings, you just store all the ticking time bombs properly? What if something went off while you or Freya were in there? No need to sweat the small stuff, Junius. I'm the head of Sigil R&D. I don't make stupid mistakes. Was there a particular framework within Unity that you used for this? Or did you make all the systems yourself? I'm curious, because there are some frameworks within Unity that take care of things, but it just depends on what's useful, I suppose. How is someone like you the father of modern technology? Look, lad, trust your old man, alright? I promise everything and everyone will still be fine in the end. I sigh, a delicate in my chest, mirroring the one at the back of my head. Just get it done, alright? Of course. Wait, is the dynamic that the son is in charge of the father heavily customized in GUI and an old VN engine that's no longer supported? Interesting. Is that... Yeah, when did you start creating this game? And I think you're still doing chapters, right? Because the first chapter is completely free, and I think further chapters are like a season pass type deal, which I like that. That's really... there's another game called... what's the game called? It's on Steam at the moment. Scarlet Hollow, that I really enjoyed, that has that same similar sort of visual novel. It really suits a visual novel, I think, as you go along. I wonder if you had any troubles, like, when you create new features, like keeping the save files of the old playthroughs, like, valid for future chapters. But hey, I'd be curious to know. And if I like this enough, I'll buy a season pass. So that's a great way to get people on board. His wrinkled hand ruffles my hair. Despite the mental protest, I can't help but the feeling of nostalgia that bubbles up from the familiar act. Wow, main characters really stoic, aren't they? How many times did I wish for something so insignificant during all those years on Monshire? Maybe it's best I don't remember. Go ahead and take a break. This won't take very long. I hesitatingly nod as a wave of exhaustion washes over. I think it's hesitantly? Or is hesitatingly a variation that exists as well. It seems 3 days is my limit, but I swallow, my mouth dry and tasting of iron. Just sitting down will be fine, right? A small cloud of dust flies up when I drop my haggard body on the high-end leather of the seminar seats. It's an interesting thing as well. I think because this layout, these things, tendrils, come out quite far into the piece, whereas this one is quite not too far from the right side. So like, it means that most of the description description is to the right. Or this might not be the layout that's used all the time. Even this here is a bit to the right. Oh, and I'm not capturing the very side of the screen, am I? I wonder why that is. I used capture, window capture. Oh, I see now. I fit it to screen, and it's not capturing all of the screen. I see now. I don't know why that is, because it is... Oh, it's because it's windowed mode. I remember now. I'm just going to keep it like this, because it seems okay. My head pounds, but I try to relax with what limited comfort there's to be had. Is the stress getting to me? It's not like... I think... Should I move this to the top left so you can see what pops up here? Nah, I think it looks better here, even if there is stuff that appears there. It won't be super important, I think. I'll just let you know if something pops up. Something popped up, and I don't know what it was. Even with the Lomonosov particle drive and era behind us, it's going to take more than a tour to sway families that have stayed neutral for a century. I take a deep breath and sink into the chair, the announcement from last week echoing in my mind. Reunified as one. Since when has utter domination been considered reunified? Perhaps I shouldn't be one to talk. Dog was the one who made it possible after all. Whether or not Handlers wants to use everything we've worked on as a bargaining chip to get the rest of the nobility in his pocket has nothing to do with me. We said we thought we're making it in Unity was easy. Oh, we're so wrong. Oh no, I'm making like a VN in Unity. It's like my goal, but it's not going to be like full UN VN. It's going to be like skinned, and it's going to have simulation elements, like a side-scrolling simulation game. So the side-scrolling part will be handled by Unity 2D pretty well, I think. But like VN and Unity, is it difficult? Are there things that are specific to Unity that making a visual novel difficult? I think it pays off though. It's just the save being tricky. Oh, right. Yeah, the save. Use ES2 save to manage it. Okay. I need to get into it because I'm not too far into my development of my game. I made games in other engines before, but like this is gonna be my first Unity game. So anyway, here. I look down at the dew-covered can on the table in front of me. Without much care or formality, the older man drops himself onto the seat adjacent to mine before taking a drink. This is for... Consider it a consolation prize for being stuck with a dog. Huh. He chuckles, a cheeky smile spreading across his familiar-seeming features. Thank you, I appreciate it, Lieutenant Rutherford. Just Rutherford. The title's too formal for my tastes. I see. In that case, thank you, Rutherford. Still the same, eh? Excuse me. Doc talked about you a lot. I see. Maybe if he spent less time talking about me and more time talking with me, things would have... Not talking about me and more time talking with me. I stopped the thought in its tracks. I really have been missing too much sleep. Are there romance elements to this? Because if so, I'm in. Honestly, it's nice actually seeing you in person for a change. Oh yeah, heck yes. Actually, now that I think about it, Archaea recommended it to me, so why am I surprised? Do you know Archaea personally? Or did they just recommend this game because they enjoyed it? Either way, I know that... Oh, really? Wow! Amazing. Yeah, I didn't even catch that connection. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah, knowing, like, the types of games that Archaea plays, not surprising at all. But then again, like... Yeah, I don't know. So I can see now. I see how it is. This is cool. This is real cool. I wouldn't have guessed, like... I just would have guessed that they would have discovered some random high-quality game on the internet because this, you know, stands on its own as something that I'd think Archaea would recommend regardless of, you know, connections. Very good, very high quality. Anyway, I have ADHD, so I get distracted. All right. Honestly, it's nice actually seeing you in person for a change. A tad late with the project ending and all, but I had a good time working with you through all the middlemen. Same here. Assuming we never end up in another post together, I'll look forward to our future collaboration. Right back at you. Opening the can, I take a lengthy gulp. Ah, that really hit the spot. From the corner of my eye, I watch the engineer's nonchalant behavior as he drinks his tea. If I didn't know better, I'd almost say he looks like he just got back from vacation. Considering how my last week has been, how hellish of an experience did engineering go through? Maybe efficiency is a trait a person has to learn to survive under Doc. Really, it's a miracle. Oh crap, I ran out of room for my recording, so... Oh, crap, I thought I had enough room for recording, but... I'll have to grab it from Twitch. I was gonna put this on YouTube. Oops, sorry. But my recording just corrupted because I didn't have enough room. Crap. Oh well. Because I think this deserves a video, but hey, I'll try and grab it from Twitch if I can. Let me try to make a new recording. Why is it going so slow? Anyway, I'll keep going. Really, it's a miracle that... blah, blah, blah. I narrow my eyes, trying to sort through the dozen or so introductions and unfamiliar faces. Ah, that's right. I think it was in one of those emails she forced me to listen to. Where am I? Sorry, I don't know what's going on here. Something's going on. Cool. I'll hit record again. Gonna say the NVL style sections, full page text are pretty long, but up to you if you want to read on your own pace. Just read out loud the character dialogues. Okay, true. Got a new assistant. Such an inconsequential line didn't matter to me until I met Freya. Maybe I'm lucky to have that impression at all. It's not like she ever felt the need to talk about herself without an interrogation. Sorry, the only thing that's taken me long is I was just mucking around with Streamlabs. It wasn't this part. My brows unconsciously furrow as the distant memories threaten to surface. I'm going to reduce the size of this chat bubble so you can see it. Doesn't really matter now, does it? Even assuming I knew he had the ability to hold the position long term, it doesn't make any difference in the present. I can't change what's already happened. I stare into the dotted ceiling, a strange feeling overcoming me. How many more times will I see this scene? Hey. Huh? I turn to the voice beside me. Actually, what I'll do is I'll read my internal dialogue with my normal voice, and then I'll read character dialogue with character voice. Yeah, that makes sense, so I don't stress myself. Have any plans lined up for Earth? Plans? You know, things like seeing family, going for a walk in the forest, visiting the ocean, eating a handmade cake, petting a living cat, as opposed to a dead one, go scarf shopping, etc. Those are oddly specific. The team's been cooped up for a bit too long. I see. I was a bit curious about what you had in mind. Last I checked, Doc wasn't assigned any UTV assistance for the Deep Space Project. I Codex unlocked Lagrange Colony. Wasn't his next assignment finishing Lagrange colonies? It is, but this is we own everything. We also want to make a profit corporation we're talking about. No way Sigil's gonna let the old man off that easily. A new headache suddenly springs on the top of my existing one. Can't Sigil finish one colony without Doc's input? It's not like he's young anymore. If the colonial project was anything like this, then that'll be at least another 3 decades of work. Sis just told me you're going to stream the game, and I was surprised and kind of worried at the same time, since you know how visual novels are treated in general, and ours is a little experimental with the RTS hybrid combination. I actually don't know how they're treated in general. If it helps you, I mean, I play RPG Maker games, so I know, I have a little bit of tolerance for the genre, and the RTS hybrid combination, it is experimental. I like experimental. I'm going to give honest feedback though, but I try to give feedback that's constructive. Yeah. So, yeah. Because Arkea asked for this, and then Yanfly was just like, you could just do whatever one of Arkea's games, and then Arkea was like, this one. So I'm going to try and go for I was going to go for 4 hours on this, but we'll see how long I go. I have to judge Digica asked me to be a judge for the RPG Maker MZ Jam. So I might judge a few entries because just to catch up on that. But anyway, if I get hooked on this, then I'll just keep playing this because, whatever happens. No wonder you didn't tell me. If I knew it was going to be like this, I would have. For someone who was supposed to be indifferent, you seem to care a lot. Indifferent? Though that's probably outdated information by now, right? It's funny that everyone views the main protagonist as some kind of, I was gonna say dickhead, but some kind of a little bit reclusive. Maybe it's because of trauma that they've experienced, but we'll see. But I might be wrong. Point is, no need to worry about that old wizard. Believe it or not, he's recommended more than a few additions to the field recon team, if you know what I mean. Sigil orders or not, he'd find a solution if he wanted one. Worst case scenario, he can always hijack Era and go running off past the asteroid belt. Don't fill the lad's head with strange ideas, Almond. Sorry. Field recon, is it? Doc's never been one to hold back on using his influence when necessary, but am I surprised? Am I not surprised? Have I ever known Doc well enough to make a statement like that? Maybe I thought so a long time ago, but right now I frown. Should I question it more? As his son, I should know him like the back of my hand, right? I close my eyes, sweeping away the old scars from sight. Positive, I need to be positive. The project's finally reaching its conclusion. One more week and we're free to go, quote-unquote, home. I should be happy, shouldn't I? I guess I may visit the academy to deal with whatever sort of mess he made withdrawing me. Right, you never did finish, did you? If you want my opinion, it's not worth the effort if you already have skills to impress. Considering you're the only one who could fly our baby, there's nothing to worry about, is there? There's more to being a UTV officer than being able to control a ship. You say that, but I'm still a lieutenant, aren't I? Sigil recruits go through different channels. Says the guy with the second most powerful backer in the world. It's a waste not to use, don't you think? I like his visor. I like the visor. Perhaps. Sorry, I didn't mean to touch a nerve. Don't worry about it, I'm used to it. Anyway, to answer your question, I'd probably go on to a UTV patrol route with whatever captain I'm assigned to, assuming they don't need me to finish my degrees first. I think there's a comma before assuming. Sorry. Taking my rank into account, adjutant of vessel seems the most probable, but adjutant of squadron is possible as well. Dreaming big, I see. I can't change the way the UTV handles established rank roles. So it seems the quite rigid structure of the UTV, like being a oppressive structure. That's what it seems. And that's why I don't get the point of climbing ranks. Unless your definition of glorious involves pirates, escort missions, and spending months aboard a sparsely fitted military ship, there's no reason to go any higher than a cushy seat at a base. It has more to do with the history and honor associated with the role than actual tasks assigned. And you buy that? Why not just officially join Sigil? You'd actually do something and be able to stay with Doc. It's a win for everyone. Be able to stay with Doc means, I think that seems a bit conflicted, aren't I? Don't I have like a stretched relationship with my father? Like, he doesn't get me. Go. So I think Rutherford doesn't get that I don't want to really, I don't want to really be with Doc. Yeah, there we go. I predicted it. I don't need to join work with Doc. Yeah, but then there'd be half the paperwork. If you had to pick your next officer and the only differentiating factor was how many forms you had to fill, who would you pick? I don't know, I'm pretty good at paperwork. You really are a piece of work, you know that? Rutherford, just accept me for my organized self I am. Like, I love organization, I love, you know, paperwork. Just, that doesn't make me a piece of work, Rutherford. Come on, come on. I try. Wait, okay. Oh, first choice. Oh, I like this so much. Is this part of the engine? Oh. Oh, it's doing something weird with, like, hitboxes. Yeah, that's not good, but, oh. Is there any way to fix that? I don't know if it's because I'm in windowed mode. I'm in windowed mode. And, like, you have to click below the option to click it. Which is pretty... It usually wouldn't be, like, you know, big, but it's pretty big for a visual novel, I guess. Yeah, because I'm not on full screen. Yeah. Maybe I'll try going full screen after this. Do you think you'll miss your team? Do you think you'll miss them? Huh? Your team, I mean. It was fine in the... It's funny because it was fine in the RTS moments. Wherever I clicked in the RTS moments, it went exactly there. So it was just that part. Unless something went weird with my streaming or whatever, resolution, I don't know. Something could have gone wrong with there too. Probably not. Really? When you're in my position, people come and go depending on the needs of the project. There's really no point in getting attached to a particular team or person. If they're good and I happen to work with them again, great. If not, then I'll deal with whatever hand I get dealt. You? I don't know, with my schedule I'll be lucky if I can get one personal conversation in between testing. Quite the candid shot of a workaholic's lifestyle, that line. If I'm bad, then what about Freya? I unlocked Cyborg up here. She's a rank 2 cyborg, she doesn't count. Huh, is that racism? I close my eyes, taking advantage of the lull in conversation, and force myself to relax. People come and go. Oh wait, that's what they said. People come and go. I ignore the dull pang tugging at my heart. So that line there, it seems to be a little at odds with the music being shown here, but that's just me. But like, it's still fine. But I was expecting a bit more emotional music. But maybe not. Maybe it's not intended. No matter how much the part of me wants to deny it, reality has proven otherwise. If anything, the young me probably would have thrown out the same statement with disdain. Does that mean I've changed? Things are different, aren't they? Oh, wow. Hi, the other there 12. Welcome to stream. So it seems that main character, is it Genius? I forgot the name. They have problems with changing. They have problems with adapting to change, in my opinion. I'd like to see a visual novel with graphics that don't look anime influenced. It'll be an interesting change. Yeah, there are. Like, well, the thing is, they don't get identified as visual novels. I think Disco Elysium is a visual novel. I think that The Walking Dead Season 1 is a visual novel. Yeah, there's a lot of... it's interesting. I think that games, if they don't have, what's it called? Anime graphics. Wildermyth? Oh, apparently Wildermyth is great. Oh man, I've heard Wildermyth is amazing. I've heard Wildermyth is fantastic. I really want to try it out. But yeah, I think that there's a lot of visual novels without anime-influenced graphics. They just don't get called visual novels. But they don't always use this sort of thing, skip auto data codecs, which I think these functions are really good for navigating visual novels. I just want to put them into my game. Oh yeah, and I'm making a game visual novel with graphics that aren't anime-influenced, but I'm trying to make it so that it doesn't have obvious buttons like this. But like, not that it's bad, it's just it doesn't fit with my type of game. Be sure to link it to my game. Sounds like I should look into it. It's not ready yet. I'll show a picture of it real quick just because I can't help myself. Where is it? It doesn't look like a visual novel at all, but I'm gonna try making one. This is like a really early prototype. Is that anime? I think it's anime. So it's simulation based. This was made in RPG Maker VX Ace, but I'm gonna be bringing it to Unity because that's just really small. It just looks a little small because it was in the within the constraints of the engine. But I was like, man, why am I making this RPG Maker? It'll be much better in a different engine. Yeah. So that's what it looks like, and that's all. It's all in the prototype. Anyway. Thank you. But it's got, well, whoops. Oh, where is it? Here. But it's got a lot of work to do. Like, it's going to be more like big in resolution like this. Yeah. Anyway. Sweet as. Oh, here we go. And done. It looks like break's over. Sharply inhaling, I breathe out as if to blow away the tangled lines of thought running through my head. The seminar is happening tomorrow. I need to focus on what's in front of me now. I'm going to make this chat bubble a little smaller again because I don't want it to cover faces. There we go. With the remains of my drink finished, I toss the empty can into the recycling and examine Doc's work. Are we set for tomorrow? Well, there is one more thing. We really need to talk about this experimental research arbiter business. What about it? The name sucks. Think about it, Junius. She's a fine ship designed to showcase the latest technological advances of the century. Okay, see you later, the other 12. You gotta go? Awesome. Have a great, fantastic day. Check out this game. It's called Sierra Ops. It's fantastic. I'll link it in the chat for anyone who chat who wants to play it. I actually really enjoy the writing so far. It's fantastic. So go check it out. We can't allow it to have a cold, lifeless name as Era. Cold and lifeless or not, that's the name Sigil handed to us. Unless you have time to file the necessary paperwork and get it approved by tonight. Ta-da! With the press of a button, a new document flashes onto the screen. Renaming of Experimental Research Arbiter Unit approved. Renaming? Junius. I blink, reading the words once more. That definitely says renaming. Approved. This has good humor in it. Doc. Don't underestimate this old wizard, lad. How about you using your connections on something useful for once? Exactly. Don't be silly, Junius. A name is the focal point of everything. How else are people going to remember her glory? Since when has glory been a factor in anything? Well, I think you're wrong there, Junius. You have a little bit, there's a little bit of, reputation matters. Junius seems like the type of person who wouldn't want to market their game and then then complain about it not reaching people's ears. Not that that's, I mean, some people like, marketing's hard. A name. How I long for a suitable name. I open my mouth to protest again, but a hand lands on my shoulder before I can get a word out. I turn to look at the engineer standing beside me. He shakes his head, his expression showing a hint of amusement between his sympathy-filled eyes. That's why I do the podcast and RPG Maker Cola and stuff, is because I just want to promote games. I mean, it's fun getting attention and all that as well, but like, promoting is fun as well, because you're like, hey, what about all these games that are actually really good? We should get people stopping playing Fortnite, and they should play these games instead because they're having a cheap experience. Just kidding. But yes, no, it's true. Lead people towards good experiences that they would enjoy. All right. Why is it always like this? We need something with emotion, something with charisma, something with that oomph factor. That's why Innomen is here today to help us brainstorm. You agree to do this? No, wait, don't throw me under a ship like that, Doc. Throw me under the ship. Why would that make sense? Because a spaceship... Wait, have they been out... How long have they been out in space to make an idiom where you throw... Because, like, throw under the bus literally means, like, a bus that is passing by and you throw them underneath it as it passes and you get crushed. But how do you throw someone under a spaceship? That's funny. It's funny to think about, at least. It's fun. No, wait, don't throw me under a ship like that. I'm only there to hand in a few last-minute test results. But you said it sounded interesting. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. No sleep, etc. You have to admit, Experimental Research Arbiter has a temp name feel to it, even if she is the ship of the Era. I did like Era. I liked Era. Era was a good name. Why not? The older man shrugs. Why does Doc always attract these sorts of people? Fine, do whatever you want. Let's just get this over with. He's a bit of a grumpster, isn't it, the main character, a little bit? A name. But it's probably because of trauma. How about the Lomonosov super ship? It's a bit less. It's even less LSS. You just like putting your name in front of things, don't you, old man? So harsh. When did my sweet lad get so sour? Moving on. Shielded mining unit. That's even more lifeless, I guess. Sarah. Rejected. I can name at least 5 different things with that name. I thought you said I could do whatever I wanted. Since the paperwork's already there, we might as well do this properly. My suggestions are very proper. All scientists name things after themselves. And some of them name things after celebrities. Just because people do it doesn't mean it's a good idea. How about Sierra? Sierra? Humanity's Anthem. Is that... what's Humanity's Anthem? Is that a song? You want to name the ship after the international anthem? Wait. Oh, maybe I'll put it down here. That's a good place to put it, actually. There we go. Oh, no, it covers... Never mind. I just realized again it covers faces. Why not? It's not like the private sector is lacking any myth-inspired ship names. Why can't Sigil capitalize on their own fame? Sierra... Actually, that's not a bad idea. She currently fits the image of crossing to new horizons. Is that far enough away from Sarah for you, Junius? How did this become about skirting past my line of acceptability? I frowned, my scalp crawling after hearing that name again for 6 years. Wait, 6 years, Sierra... Wait. Sarah... Did something happen that I missed about Sarah, or is this new exposition? Heck, if anything, it's amazing it's taken this long for it to come. I think it feels like new exposition, actually, I'm feeling. There's only so much I can avoid when Sigil are the ones who will have parading around that song in the first place. Ignoring the illogical sense of dread crawling at my insides, I force a neutral expression. It's fine, I have no objections. That could be the trauma that's caused Junius to become inward. Sarah... They had a bad experience with Michael Sarah. Yeah. when they went to the premiere of Superbad, Michael Cera did something bad. Sierra it is. Great work. Let me just make it some technical sounding acronym, and bam. Sigil Interstellar Explorer and Rapid Resourcing Arbiter. Sorry, wrong accent. Arbiter, here we go. Glad we could avoid something Lomonosov branded for once. You boys are determined to break this old wizard's heart today. You're just determined to get Lomonosov in a name. Consider it revenge for all those times you threw out my transfer request forms. As if you'd actually finish one. You're right. This is a lot more efficient to steal a ship and join a pirate gang. I like that face. Omen! Kidding. Don't take it so seriously, old wizard. Oops, I accidentally scrolled. Here we go. Wait, can I say... Oh, that's how I save. Oops. Okay, so it's hard to save in windowed mode because the taskbar is over it. I'm gonna unlock the taskbar and disable it, because my taskbar is over the top of the save button. Taskbar settings. Wait, how do I reduce the taskbar? Hide taskbar. Sorry about this. No, I don't want to show Cortana button. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna resize. I'm gonna resize this whole window, I think. Can I even do that? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that'll help a bit. Oh wait, I didn't resize it. What is going on with me? Oh, there we go. Options. Wait. Okay, it's... Oh, never mind. I'm gonna go full screen. Let's go full screen. Then it'll work. Yeah, then it'll work well. Transform. Fit to screen. Actually... Stretch to... No, not stretch to screen. That's bad. Fit to screen. And I want to, like... have it expanded like this. And then... Sorry, I'm trying to fit this. Center horizontal. There we go. Oh, need to make it a bit bigger. And then center horizontal. There we go. That works. So now I'll be able to like save and stuff, because beforehand I couldn't. Oh, it's a bit too big, isn't it? Oh well. Data. New file. Oh wait. No, don't save new save. Beanie. Yes. Okay. Out of here. Yeah, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Because when I try to window capture, it only captures part of the window. I don't know why that is. Oh, I know why. Because I've done that. That's why it's not resizing well. I cropped it. I'm a nonce. A nonce. There we go. Entire window in there. Fixed. Whoo, that was big. I'm sorry about that. There we go. It'll work. Everything will work now. Oh, okay. It was saving. It just took a while to save. Codex. World New. Humanity's Anthem. As with all topics, Sierra Humanity's Anthem shrouded in mystery, speculated being composed by Morgan Rossells. The song details humanity's arduous path forward. It's an anthem. Nobles. Nobility's hard to pinpoint. Today's few official noble families are known to hold vast wealth, commanding respect. Not all nobles are the same. Primary nobles are the 12 noble vanguards holding vast amounts of power, but they can fall out of power. Within the last 50 years, 3 noble families have disappeared. The Fabian family dissolved in 2381. There's 23 remaining active noble households. 7 are primary nobles. Interesting, that noble structure. Wikibase page 2403. We're 400 in the future. Sheesh. Sigil Corp. SSRI, 2070s, Sector P1621. The above list has been omitted for the sake of brevity. The position of 10th CEO has been passed down to Marcus Handlers, the main branch successor to the primary noble Handlers family, supporting lag range orbiting colonies. Okay. UTV. It's somewhat incredulous to include the Vanguard. However, difficult to separate its inception with its founders. Who founded T and V, the 12 Noble Vanguards? Lady Irene and Sir Noah. Outfield agents. Humanity left for the stars. So did UTV. Its upper ranks were increasingly populated. Many a noble hold the position of admirable to test their mettle. Evolving into a force for peace, the UTV continues to ensure their safety. Let's just say they're evil. Technology, cyborg. So, augmentation free for if you have 0 augmentations. But you have the standard ID and communications chip, which are augmentations. If you... Okay, rank 0 means you have the ID and communications, but if you have minor augmentations that don't comprise more than 10%, for example, a pacemaker or hearing aid, so technically there's 10%, there's rank 1 cyborgs in the world right now, present day, like real world 2020. Individuals possessing 1 or more cosmetic or moderate ones that don't comprise more of 50 cybernetic leg, skeletal reinforcement. I wouldn't be surprised if there's rank 2 cyborgs in real world right now. Rank 3, if you have major ones that such as vital organ, or it exceeds 50% of body by volume, cybernetic liver, or limb replacement. I don't know what cybernetic means in terms of today, but hey. Possessing extensive augmentation that replaces over 2/3 of all major organs. Only 2 rank 4 cyborgs have existed, even in 402. Mind you, people overestimate how fast technology progresses. Okay, lag range colony. When an engineer thinks of space, they first think of the engineering marvels. They house over 14% of all humans alive. Lag range. They all have their own orbital range around Earth, relative to position in orbit. While they're tethered together by docks and airlocks, they often move together as part of a big unit. Oh, so they have lots of space stations that they connect together. It's fluid. It disconnects as needed. Prevent any collisions. They're regulated by moil. What the heck is moil? Each individual station is equipped with thrusters for minor speed adjustments. That makes sense. However, the true key is the continued success lies in the vector shield and force generator systems that work. Blah, 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 blah. It works, blah, blah. It works. It works. It works. Okay. Logs. Oh, that's cool. Options. What am I talking? Where am I? Title? No. If I click title, does it go back to the beginning? I want to test that to see if it... Okay. There's no, like, loading when you click save, which is kind of a bit of a bummer. And it would be nice if you're here to have this little thing in the corner or something that has, like, a right-click, like, icon and says back to main menu or something. I don't know. Something that indicates that you can go back. Title. Are you sure? Yep, there we go. That's a good one. Alright, back to the story. Sorry for that detour. I just wanted to check out the architecture behind this VN. I'm going to take a swig of my drink. I'm very much enjoying this. This is good so far. Man, I didn't know you were this determined to ruin your saintly image in front of your lad. Hey, Junius, do you know that duck? Good night, scamp. Night. Good night. I raise an eyebrow at the old man. What are you hiding? Hiding? Why would I never need to hide anything? I'm a good old goofy doc. I think there's No comma after Goofy. There's nothing to hide. Uh-huh. Anyway, your job's done here, so why don't you get to bed early? Don't you need me to go over your script with you? I've been under sigil for 3 decades, lad. I might not be very good at public speaking, but I've done this 1,000 times over. I can practice just fine on my own. Fair enough. Probably. You're really cementing my confidence, Doc. Confidence. Listen to your old man's advice and get a good night's rest. Got it? I chuckle. Despite the smile on my face and the light-hearted mood, my hand subconsciously balls into a fist, my palms sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on a sweater already, thought of sleeping. A good night's rest. Is that even a possibility? I focus on my surroundings, trying to root myself in the here and now. Grounding self in the face of dissociation. Yeah, I'm just gonna check if I still have internet. Yes, I do. So yeah, I feel like that might also be like PTSD. Maybe PTSD. I don't know. I seem to be alright, but if past experience has any say, these flashes usually come in groups. Maybe something else to take my mind off things would be a choice right now. Something like a simulation. Assuming Rutherford can set something up, at worst all I'd be losing is an hour of sleep. I doubt basic combat sims will help much, but it's better than going on blind faith alone. What to do? Yeah, let's test the simulator. Recommended. A single run-through can't hurt, can it? Do you think Rutherford would let me test the simulation deck? Huh? Why the sudden interest? I think it'll help me tame my nerves a little. Don't worry, the first presentation is always the most nerve-wracking. All you have to do is imagine that the entire audience is in their underwear with silly makeup and you'll be fine. That'll make me more nervous. Then again, that does make them look like shirtless clowns, and clowns are kind of unsettling in that uncanny valley sort of way. I'll be fine, Doc. Either way, don't stay up too late or you'll be getting hell from me, lad. Of course. Good night. Good night. Leaving him to his work, I make my way down the hall and through the familiar corridors of the station to its hangar. With a quick glance to check the status of the airlock, I scan the huge warehouse-like space as I behold the crystallization of all our hard work for the 1,000th time. Oh, look at this. Is this like pre-rendered 3D? That's pretty awesome. Sierra. No matter how many times I see her, I'm impressed by something new. Be it her sleek design or the strength in those massive engines, it's hard to believe that I helped create something this momentous. Pre-rendered backgrounds remind me of like the awesomeness of like Final Fantasy VII and stuff like that. Underrated. Pre-rendered 3D backgrounds underrated. In a sense, I suppose Doc had a point. Experimental Research Arbiter really isn't a fitting name for something like her. I just hope I can do her such justice she deserves, even if Sigil Corp's motives aren't exactly pure. Humanity's anthem, huh? My thoughts trailing my every step, I pace around her length to the open exterior latch, press onwards. It doesn't take me too long to spot the open door to engineering. Oh hey, did Doc end up needing me for something? Oh, I like this. Who did these portraits, by the way? Is it who I think it is? I turn towards the voice, my eyes landing on the striking red hair and flashy... Oh, it's not who I think it is. Tuaya. Interesting. Cool. Red-haired, flashy hologram. With a single flick of their finger, the floating image retreats back into the console and the man gives me a relaxed smile. I like the angular shoulder. That's cool. No, I only came to see if it was possible for me to run a simulation or two. Oh, in that case, your timing's pretty good. I was going to head out to test it out. Turns out, enemy generation based on data gathered from sensors is pretty hard to automate. As long as you don't mind some pretty mundane exercises, be my guest. I only barely got the basics working, though. Anything you can give me would be appreciated. It's a deal. Let's go. Lomonosov particle drive. I nod, following him as we travel down the length of the vessel. Let's see what the Lomonosov particle drive says. The following message was sent to 9th Sigil blah blah blah. Subject line, Venus is super cool. Dear Uncle Ken. Wait, this is like ages ago, 2389. It's been 2 months since I've landed at CNDRF and I thought I would send you another letter about how things have been going. I'm happy to say Helium-3 got here mostly Unscathed despite the short notice, Dr. Lomonosov was pretty relieved when it came in. Not really sure what I was expecting from a living legend. Well, everyone sort of says he's a living legend. Okay, I see how like high profile we are now. I think. But he was a lot more serious than I imagined when I saw his photos online. We actually managed to fix the plasma containment issue I mentioned in the last letter. Turns out a Vector shield generator works as well. That said, the power output turned out a lot higher than we expected. I'll leave the science mumbo jumbo, but basically be able to handle a Vector shield, force generator, basic systems. We'll probably power New Hampshire's biggest station if we optimize for it. Right now, we're focused on redrafting the ship design with new specs in mind. We're leading towards a sleek recon scouting type rather than fly colony station, blah, blah, blah. Your thankful niece, Taylor. Cool. I nod following him. How much signal has sunk into the entire Lomonosov particle drive project is hard to estimate, but they didn't spare any expense with Sierra's construction. I suppose I should be grateful, shouldn't I? If it weren't for Doc, I never would have seen her in person, let alone be her stand-in captain. A ship to surpass them all. I wouldn't be surprised if she's already spoiled me from effectively using any other vessel, but it's hard not to love her after who knows how many people invested their lives into her success. Even if it's just for now, I want to be proud of what we've accomplished. Any consequences can come later. And we're here. It's in Freya's lab. Freya's lab. This is always supposed to be the sim deck. She's just camped out here because Doc thought it'd be good for her to be more... I missed it. Be more... What does it say again? Independent. I see. Anyway, here's the pod. He gestures towards the dome pushed into the corner. It's more a standard issue than I expected. That's what I said after we got this thing in the mail. Why they're so determined to keep up this mining ship facade after everything we've installed is beyond me. It's a prototype. It's only expected that they insist on the best for a proof of concept. Sure, that makes sense, but does a mining ship really need a high-tech combat simulator or dedicated energy management for a weapons system? The fact that anyone still buys that excuse is practically a joke. Well, there is that saying about the infinite depths of a human stupidity. That doesn't change the fact Sierra can help with the resource problem. A Martian sympathizer? Maybe I should report you to Sigil PR and have them give you their standard "why we're right" speech. Please, I've heard enough of that from the supervisor. As much bullcrap as there is, you need to be careful with the whole show of no confidence thing. Doc's protection or not, this generation's CEO doesn't seem like the forgiving sort. Before you decide to play with fire, give it some thought, for both your sakes. I'd rather not see the old man heartbroken for something as intangible as ideals. That's... Anyway, enough of the serious stuff. Let's get started? I nod, ignoring the long-forgotten voice calling out in my memories. Things can change. They're sort of further pushing the point that the main protagonist doesn't think that things can change. What would he say at a moment like this? Would he insist on standing firm with his beliefs? Would he say whatever consequences are small in comparison of what we stand to gain? I try to conjure up his lecturing tone, an indignant expression from the depths of my memories, only to draw a blank. Is this previous self? Is 6 years a long or short time to forget someone? Oh, who's him? I definitely haven't forgotten that day, despite my attempts otherwise. Something happened. Something serious happened 6 years ago. Maybe it's all part of getting over what happened. It's been a long time since I've woken up screaming, at least. Or maybe I just don't want to remember his annoying mug. So it's not me, it's someone who I forgot, probably because they passed away, died, and that's causing PTSD and, like, dissociation and all this stuff, and general difficulty getting through. I internally smirk, feeling like I'd finally won in some way. As much as I like to stick around, bed's sounding more and more tempting. I think I can just leave you here and close shop once the sim's over? That's fine. Thanks for your help, Rutherford. I should be the one thanking you for saving me an hour's sleep. Good night. Good night. He sends me one last casual wave before switching the simulation on and leave me alone in the room. Of all the days for me to reminisce, it had to be this one. I breathe out a sigh, my quiet voice seeming to resonate ever so softly within the cluttered room as I step into the pod. Focusing on the emerging environment in front of me, I push myself to forget the world outside the simulation. Let's get down to business, shall we? Let's get down to business. to defeat the spaceships. This is Freya. Freya's an AI, I think. Welcome to Errors on Board Battle Simulation Matrix, Lieutenant Commander Junius Fahrenheit. You have selected the simulation module Combat Basics. Would you like to proceed? Freya. Invalid command. Please try again. Proceed. Understood. Please confirm that the vector shields are in working order. Vector shield. Activate, deactivate the shield by pressing spacebar or by toggling the vector field icon. Oops, I missed that one. Oh, I can't see the log right now. Wait, right click. Nope, right click. Can't see the log during simulation. That's fine. Projectiles is in debris. The only thing, there's a lot of, it's quite quick to scroll, and the status thing is over the top of the message box, which is a little bit weird. Invalid command. Please try again. Weapon groups can be assigned to multiple different targets. Prioritizes all kinds of ships or missiles. Oh, so you can target ships or missiles. Oh, here we go. Projectiles there. Oh, there we go. Rapidly allocate energy into Sierra's subsystems. Thrust speed, improve speed, shield output, weapon rate, repairs, destroy how many... Oh, thrust... Oh. How do you... Wait, I don't know how to... Oh. Oh, right. It's just a toggling. It's just toggling. Oh, there we go. I get it now. Okay. Vector shield. Wait. Vector shield on? Why wouldn't you use vector shields? Rapidly allocate... Oh. Yeah, I've destroyed... objective achieved. Proceeding to the next stage. Deploying enemy ships. Please confirm the battlefield overview is in working order. Command mode allows the player to pause the battle temporarily to execute commands. Command mode. Weapon group 2. Armaments. Weapon groups can be assigned to multiple different targets. Ships or missiles. What's a weapon? Oh, right. There's just different weapon groups up here. Alpha 1, Alpha 2. Ships. Deactivate the command mode to resume battle. Well, I didn't click it in the first place. Eliminate the corvettes. I think WASD would be good for this. I don't know what to do. Thrust. What does this mean? I'm kind of confused. Shield output. No, weapon rate. Weapon rate. There we go. Just kill them. Oh, wait. Spacebar? Wait, click. Yeah, that's right. Click on them, and then you shoot them again. There we go. That's how you do it. What should I do? Shield output as well. Oh, how do you... What do you do? Oh, my goodness. What are you supposed to do? Oh, wait. You don't use strafe. Okay. Click. Double click. Double click. Wait, how do you... What's this? What's this? Oh, it's speed of how fast the battle goes. Oh, I see. This concludes the simulation model Combat Basics. Thank you for using Errors on Board Battle Simulation Matrix. Oops, I forgot to do that in her voice. Mission complete. She's cool. They're cool, sorry, I'm assuming gender, sorry, my bad. Mission time 2 minutes 52. Frigates destroyed 3. Rating that I'll just assume that's an A, but I don't know whether that's an A or not. For any bugs, errors, please contact Orman Rutherford. Ooh, that's quite stressful to my anxiety-ridden soul. Let's save. New file. Wait, how come it doesn't... I click new file. Oh, there we go. I don't know why it wasn't doing that. Okay. Oh, Beanie. Wait, it already... Okay, it said file name already exists, but it should say file name already exists. Wait, what's going on here? Why can't I click anywhere? Oh, there we go. Right click. There. Let's just say Beanie 2 then. Yes. No, there's no loading screen. Cool. I stand up and signal the system to shut down through my tablet as I wipe the thin layer of sweat on my brow with a heavy sigh. These backgrounds are amazing. The whole visual look of this game is really cool. The atmosphere is really cool. And so far, the dialogue is really good. And the story is drawing me in. That's probably one of the strongest parts of the game, which is very good for a visual novel to have good writing. So, yeah. We'll keep going. Why Freya? Why can't I focus on how surreal it was to fly Sierra into battle? Why can't I just have one peaceful night where I'm more concerned about tomorrow than what happened 6 years ago? So anhedonia, the inability to enjoy things that you previously used to enjoy, good sign of depression. I think that's common sign of depression. Why does it always have to be Freya? Freya. I thought the name that we're looking out for was Sarah. I touched the simulation pod, a complex feeling welling in my chest. Noted on the UI issues. Sorry about that. Oh, don't be sorry. I'm here to help, so I don't mind at all. I'm here to point out little bits and pieces as well. So I do take quite a critical approach to playing games. With enjoyment too, but like I don't mind playing games, and also the positives are outweighing the negatives by far here. I can just imagine that a lot of these are due to like library frameworks that have been chosen for Unity. So it's sometimes good for me as a developer to get feedback about certain things. So that's why I do that kind of thing, but not because it's I find it particularly suffering inducing. I just like bringing it up. I touched the simulation pod, a complex feeling welling my chest. Even if the avatar is her current appearance, the way she spoke is definitely... I inhale sharply, the smell of new plastic anchoring me. Anchoring, there we go. It seems like I would usually say the author, but they're also present. I would just say the author anyway. Seems like the author is well aware of the psychology of... I don't know if it's PTSD, at least of dissociation. And I like when a game has a real good sense of how human psychology actually works. It really helps me to identify with the main character. Enough already. Why do I keep insisting on torturing myself like this? What's the point of regretting if the past is set in stone? I'm already doing everything I can, aren't I? If there's already nothing left to hold on to, why is it so difficult to let go? So that was a not double entendre, that was like a two sides of the coin. If there's already nothing left to hold on to, that's how it feels like definitely when you're in this situation. It feels like there's nothing to hold on to. Why is it so difficult to let go? Because there is something worth holding on to. That's why it's difficult to let go. Or at least it's something that your brain thinks is worth holding on to. That was a nice way to end that particular sequence. Oh. Overworld. What's this? I don't know what these mean. Next, Operation 1, what? That's nice. I like the... this looks really wonderful. Data. Of course I'm going to save. I'm just going to save in the same one because I'm used to saving because RPG Maker games, you know. They're going to bug out on you no matter what. Menu? Okay, all I can go is to Junius's room, I guess, right? Yeah. It's cool that it has some sort of overworld thing. A fuzzy figure stops in front of me. He flashes me his usual irritatingly perfect smile as his eyes practically spell out how amusing this whole situation is to him. My frown deepens as... Oh, oops, I missed that. Wait. My frown deepens on reflex. Came to lose again. He laughed, setting down the tablet tucked under his arm. Don't count your chickens before they've hatched. I see someone's been digging around the archives. It's not going to help, you know. Neither is trying to ambush me. He quirks his brow, an obvious arrogance surfacing on his highly punchable face. I roll my eyes, ignoring the blatant provocation. Are we playing or not? Wait, you seriously broke in for a rematch? I was joking, you know. You and Freya have gotten into my room for less. That's because you'd never let us in otherwise. I would have given you the passcode if you asked. He's not wrong. If I had it my way, we would have never gotten acquainted in the first place. It wouldn't be the first time someone has tried to befriend me. Hi, Aaron. Great, perhaps. Oh, I think you'll like this game. This game is called Sierra Ops. It's a visual novel slash real-time strategy sort of ish game. And yeah, the developer's here, and I'm really enjoying it. It's super polished, really lovely. Awesome to see you here. Aaron, how's your morning going? I think it's morning? No, night, sorry. How's your night going? It wouldn't be the first time someone has tried to befriend me for the sake of mooching benefits of Lomonosov. So Doc's really famous, it seems. Yet I can't seem to keep a straight face whenever the two of them barge into the bubble I've painstakingly built around myself. See, bubble painstakingly built? That's a real awesome way of saying, like, it's 8:30 p.m. Night is going to be going excellent. Just curling up and getting comfy to do some writing for the game. Oh, yes. Great Perhaps is making this awesome game. You can link it in the chat if you want. Great Perhaps. I can't, because if I do, my window will disappear. But yeah. Great Perhaps is doing some good writing for the game. I'll shout you out anyway. It's going to disappear, but oh well. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. There we go. Shout out the Great Perhaps. Go check their stuff out. Amazing stuff. And I'll link their game as well. All the King's Men. Steam. Link their game. Oh, there we go. You linked it. Cool, cool. Yeah, so I hope you're doing good writing for your game. Nice, nice, nice. Hey, you know what, Aaron? While we're at it, let me try something. Let me do something. Oh, I don't know how to do that. Never mind. Would you like to be a mod, Aaron, for my channel? Since you're around, I'd love to have you on as a mod. Anyway, I'll do it later. Cool. I'll make your mod later. I don't know how to make it from my current screen, but I think you'll make a great mod. Anyway, yet I can't seem to keep a straight face whenever the two of them barge into the bubble I've painstakingly built around myself. Maybe they've infected me with some strange disease or slipped me some obscure poison when I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, you need those, reasonable, kind-hearted people to be mods. Maybe they've infected me with some strange disease or slipped me some obscure poison when I wasn't paying attention. There's no way I'd enjoy the company of two stalkers otherwise. That's great. We're friends, right? Oh, I sneer, my eyes refusing to leave the holographic chessboard before me. Who'd want to be friends with... Oh, crap. You. There's like flashbacks. Very clean, great descriptions. Yeah, and there's a great sense of like psychological understanding that's going on. I claw at the crack sprawling across the paved floor in a vain attempt to escape. It hurts. Everything hurts. Junius! Why? Why today? Why us? Why? Why? So I'm glad I said something earlier with like the repeating thing when it said why, but I didn't realize it would only be employed during severely emotional moments, so that makes it okay in my book, because I thought it was a sign of bad writing if it was overused, but clearly it isn't overused so far. I'm finding it used only sparingly, and that makes it effective. So I really enjoying that part of it. It's very tasteful in that way. Okay. Let's go. I smooth out the wrinkles of my uniform while snacking on whatever I can find between reading morning reports. Despite the pounding at the back of my head, I try my hardest to focus on the words in front of me. Since when have the morning reports been this long? Shouldn't we have sorted out all this out last night? Here as well. It's almost like I'm back at the academy all over again. Here as well is a funny thing to use as a, what's it called? Objection? No, interjection. By here as well, but not even by here as well. It's just here as well. We're kind of tempted to edit some parts in episode 1, but probably after all episodes are complete and maybe going to make a standalone out of it. That's a great idea. It's a fantastic idea. People have done that in the past and it's worked quite well. It sounds like you have that kind of thought of like, oh wow, some of this is not reflective of the tone that's in episode 2, which is fine. But despite that, it still stands up very well. And yeah, I like it. How many on your team, Halrui? Is it just you or is there several? I massage my temple in the hopes of relieving some tension. About 6. Oh, okay, decent. To think one little glance at the past would send all of it cascading back. Now that I think of it, like, the writing can be done by one person, but then you need people to be able to, like, program the RTS portions, which will be quite a lot. And you also need people, I guess, to do, like, all the UI elements and, like, visual aspects of it as well, I suppose. To think one little... Why did I ever think a few years would be enough to forget everything? I'm never going to be free of this nightmare, am I? My thoughts scatter like blown dust at the sound of a door knock. Goddess, don't tell me something's gone wrong this last minute. I take a deep breath. It's fine. I can deal with this. I've been dealing with it for the last 6 years. Today is no different. Standing up, I drink the rest of my coffee and open the door. Ah, here's a new person. Good morning, Commander Fahrenheit. I've been instructed by Dr. Lomonosov to deliver an emergency message. Heroes will, Doc. What did you get yourself into this time? May I ask what the message entails? I was only informed of its importance, sir. Oh, look at this UI. Trying not to show the building worry on my face, I smoothly accept the tablet and scan over the document. A list of attendees? My eyes narrow as I eye the register of names. So, Mr. Sigil Corp CEO will be making a personal appearance this time. Marcus Handlers. I like too, Aaron. After investing obscene amounts of cash and demanding weekly reports, it would be strange if he didn't make an appearance after inviting practically half the nobility. But that's not exactly emergency report worthy, is it? Eyes falling onto the UTV section, my heart jumps. I sigh under my breath. Dang it, of course the nosy bastard would be here as well. The username makes me smile? Where is it? Where's the username? I'm not sure where the username is. Top left, user, Clain DeLune. Nice. Is this why Doc sent me this? Was he trying to warn me so I could prepare? I scroll to the bottom of the page. A small indicator flashes, informing me that someone had left a note specifically for my ID. Steeling myself for even more bad news, I open the message. I thought I'd send you a wake-up call, lad. There's nothing like seeing a cute girl in the morning to get the blood pumping. Doc. Why? Well, that definitely had the intended result. Anger always was easier to deal with than anxiety. Transferring the file onto my tablet, I hand the device back to the petite woman. I'm sorry for the trouble Dr. Lomonosov has caused you. Oh, that's actually their name! That's their name, Aaron! Clain DeLune! Yes! Ensign Clain DeLune. While it was a definite surprise to be asked personally by the famed Dr. Lomonosov, I am honored to assist in whatever way I can despite my low rank and lack of relation to the project. I love their attitude. It's so cute. It's so good. It's so good. I'm sorry, nonetheless. The doctor could be a bit erratic. Aren't we all in some matter? I suppose there's some merit to that statement. Please, excuse me if this is somewhat inappropriate, considering the timing, but Is the 100-year ship as grand as it sounds? After the announcement that her name was being changed to that of humanity's anthem, I couldn't help but wonder whether or not all the speculation was true. Speculation? We unlocked the multiple codecs, Mars VGX001 Sierra. So what happens in this one, Aaron, is that you can see the codecs and you can read it as you go. For Mars. Although several large structures could be considered colonies dot the red planet, the functional purposes mining points don't warrant that much individual discussion, blah blah blah. The sole true point of interest is Helios City, or Helios 1. It was established in 2094 to address the Earth resource crisis. Much of its fame can be attributed to the Hephaestus space elevator that takes the transport of new materials into space far more cost efficient compared to any other technology available at the time. Today, Mars largely remains a desolate and barren planet after 300 years of human habitation. Oh, wow. Much of the focus has been put on increasing the efficiency of harvesting, processing raw minerals, with the inclusion of worker exoframes starting to 2150s, resulting in the amount of materials transported between the two planets increasing by over 400% over the course of the last 2 centuries. Why? Oops, I accidentally quit out of that. One sec. Where's Mars? The main efforts focus on revitalizing Earth. Revitalizing Earth. Okay. It's unlikely Mars will be green anytime soon, with the looming issues of a frozen planet core preventing the existence of a natural magnetic field. Is that based on truth? If it is, that's pretty cool. VGX01 Sierra. Sigil Corp to unveil 100-year ship. Following delay of the unveiling of Sigil's secretive project Lomonosov 3, it's always got to be named after Lomonosov, new info has finally resurfaced all the way from Venus's station, CNRDF. The centerpiece is a mid to large size spaceship. It's powered by the LPD, Lomonosov particle drive, can maintain functionality for potentially 100 years without needing to refuel. Wow, that's a long time. It may be able to sustain both a vector shield and force generators, allowing for similar living standards to that of a free orbiting colony station, while still being a fully operational ship. It's fully equipped with state-of-the-art mining equipment, blah blah blah. Easy access to the asteroid belt past Mars. Collaborative effort with UTV. It exceeds agility and speed benchmarks. Wow, it's really fast. It's likely the first ship to belong to the X-type... Oh, this is the one we have. Designation. It's highly experimental AI that's that person, employed to allow for the greatest amount of automation possible, lowering the crew requirement. Okay, so it's the main innovation is the big AI, which is probably going to be big bad. No. Prototyping the ship has cost over 1 trillion credits, well exceeding the initial estimates. So it's expensive ship, it really is. Reportedly, the concept of a ship powered by the LPD started sometime blah blah blah. Okay. So it's pretty secretive, and we're using this ship that's like experimental and really expensive, and it has a really intense UI. Not UI, AI that controls it, which is like haunting, I think. Prior to leaving HQ, quite a few around the office were speculating they'd cut the need to source Martian resources by half. Considering how Considering how disproportionately expansive the budget for the project is, despite the strained Martian-Terran relations. So Mars and Earth are strained in relation. I'd hope for a little more. Yes. At first I thought that perhaps we'd built an entire fleet at Venus, but for that much expectation to be riding on a single deep space mining ship, no matter how grand, I can't help but worry. How are the riots? They appeared to be slowing down 6 months ago. As for the current situation, I'm afraid I have yet to have the chance to check the news prior to docking. I see. The young woman looks up at me for an answer, something about her eyes picking at my conscience. So we're back here yet again. I suppose it only makes sense that this topic would come up more often now that the struggle to finish the project's over. Even if Rutherford find the notion completely ridiculous, I'm not so sure. Despite whatever mental gymnastics I perform, there's no doubt that the rumors of Sierra being a mining ship only in name aren't false. Her potential, however, is still real. No matter what Sigil originally hoped to accomplish, there's no mistaking what we've created and proved the technology works on a individual scale. While this definitely wasn't the most efficient or fastest way to address the Martian labor crisis, it's more a solution than trying to just appease the Martians. Before you decide to play with fire, give it some thought for both our sakes. Some thought, is it? Maybe I'm just fooling myself. Even then, I want to believe the impact we made is a positive one. Too many people have dedicated their lives for it to be anything else. I try my best not to let the conflict appear on my face as I watch the young woman's reaction. This is definitely not the best time for a discussion, but parroting the supervisors isn't something I'm willing to do, so I guess that leaves two options. I'll try to be honest. While I'm certain regarding the specifics of what you've heard, I'm afraid the situation is rather complex. Sierra has met all the goals laid out for her, but the method in which the technology will be deployed has yet to be determined by Sigil Command and the Admiralty Board. Even assuming the costs could be brought down and an efficient mining protocol be employed, whether or not this will ultimately result in solving or further worsening of the conditions on Mars is still impossible to predict. I suppose all we can do really is hope for the best. I see. Sorry to disappoint you. No, I appreciate the honesty. I can't say I'm particularly surprised, however. If you'd like to discuss it further, I'm sure we could find some time after today's talks. No, this was more than I'd hoped for already. Thank you for taking the time to indulge in my selfishness, sir. Oh, who's this? Where we at? Come at me, bruh. Woo. Klain? Ash, were you looking for me? The tall UT officer nods. I'm sorry for leaving so abruptly. Dr. Lomonosov requested that I deliver a confidential emergency message to Commander Fahrenheit as soon as possible. I see. Oh, this is my acquaintance, Lieutenant Commander Ashton McCarthy, sir. Just Lieutenant. Yes, of course. A demotion? Isn't that just reserved for admirals? He doesn't look related to nobility either. Why go through the... So apparently the nobility can be seen on the face. Why go through the trouble instead of just being outright dismissing the person in the first place if the aim was to strip power? Could it be a punishment in today's UTV? I see. Well, I would like to continue this conversation. I'm afraid I must leave for the seminar hall. It was good to have been acquainted with the two of you. Of course, we should be leaving as well. It was great speaking with you, sir. With an energetic salute and McCarthy at her heel, she turns around and rejoins the flurry of activity surrounding the station. It doesn't take long before I lose sight of their figures completely. Could that have been considered a normal conversation? I closed my eyes, replaying each line in my head. It seemed normal enough. Maybe the last 6 years weren't a waste after all. Holding back a sigh, I grab my notes and start retracing my steps from yesterday. Let's see. Today is the official announcement. Tomorrow, Doc will give an in-depth introduction about the particle while I handle ship systems. After that, I'll be in charge of holding tours. If everything goes well, I'll be flying half the guests and 2/3 of the staff back to Earth on Sierra by the end of the month. I like to avoid having put on airs around nobles for half a year in the first place, but it's been good motivation for practicing being amicable. Old habits die hard after all. Taking a deep breath, I refocus myself. Yes, it should be fine. Everything has been meticulously planned out. Even if something goes wrong, we have fail-safes in place. As long as I can keep my wits about me, everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Carefully avoiding the buzz of the crowd outside the seminar hall, I enter through the back door. Despite Doc's blinding smile, all I can feel is my mood dropping. Junius, there you are. Do you get my surprise? If you're so eager to look at cute girls, why don't you go ahead and program yourself an AI girlfriend, you perverted old man? Perverted? You've misunderstood me, lad. Seeing a cute young lady like Mr. Loon would brighten anyone's day. As much as I'd like to debate the logistics of seeing cute girls, I'd like to remind you of the crowd with a net worth of $1 trillion standing outside that door. Actually, you'd have a clearer picture than I do, right, Dr. Emergency Message? Ugh. Would it really kill you to be serious this one time, Doc? This isn't just about you and me. For everyone's sake, we can't afford to screw this up. I'm sorry. I just wanted to help you relax. Why does it always feel like I'm bullying the old man? let's just get the old man. Just get back on topic, all right? And thank you for the list. Even if I don't strictly need it, it's good to get prior warning. Prior warning? I see you're still full of energy as always, Alex. Ah, Howard! It's great to see you. I didn't think you were coming. I didn't realize that this had this little face set thing here. That's interesting. With how long you've been gone, I wouldn't miss this for the world. I internally grimace. Was that the old world idiom? Speak of the devil? Admiral Peterson. At ease, Commander Fahrenheit. I'm here to greet an old friend, nothing more. Understood, sir. Something akin to sadness flashes momentarily in his eyes as I salute him. Was it too much to ask that I didn't see him? Beachelium. It was taken from a plaque within the Beachelium exhibit, located on Earth. I'll take a sip of something real quick. Beer. No, just kidding. I'm not having beer. At over 800 meter long, Beachelium, or BK, was built in 2093 as humanity's beacon of hope after the loss of the Somnium the year prior. Acting as a ferry, Beachelium made 2 trips blah blah blah, transporting key personnel and equipment. Despite her crude construction under extreme time and resource constraints, it remains functional today as the sole interplanetary vessel, designed to transport them between planets at speeds expected of modern ships. Equipped with extraordinarily dense plating, specially shielded engines, internal ship maintenance dock to combat the hazards, it continues to make trips between Earth, Mars, and Venus. Okay, so Beachelium is like a... Oh, is that why it's so hot? I've got the heater on. Just turn that heater off. So that makes trips. This person's ship makes trips between here and Mars and Venus. Earth, Mars, and Venus. Come, sit. I bet you're tired from flying BK for half a year. You know better than I do about how little I actually do, Alex. No, I was going to keep the whippersnappers in line. I hope not. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a job. Looks like Doc's message wasn't a warning after all. I shake my head at myself, as if a scatterbrain would think things through that much. Perhaps it's my fault for not considering the situation adequately. It's not exactly rocket science that Peterson would make a beeline for his old friend right after docking affairs. Goosebumps run down my skin at the familiar sensation of being watched. I shift a meaningless step back to try to inch out of his field of view. At least have the guts to stare right at me instead of sneaking glances. It'd be easier to deal with than this. Hey, Junius, why don't you go distribute the handouts and the desks while I chat with Howard for a bit? Understood. What do these 2 buttons do? I'm scared to push them because I don't want to ruin anything or skip over anything. Thank the hero. Hero? Who's the hero? It must be important for them to have, like, exclamations based on a hero. It's not much, but I can't work with this. Hide text box and copy text. Oh, okay. Well, that's fun. Taking the large stack of papers, I quickly climb the auditorium steps. Aaron, you're the hero. Exactly. I quickly climb the auditorium steps. If there ever was a time I appreciated analog, it would be now. It's just too bad the room was designed to amplify sound. That boy still despises me. No, he doesn't. Oops, no he doesn't. Give the lad time. He'll come around eventually. We've been at this for practically 2 decades, Alex. He had a lot on his mind. You know how difficult that age is. Maybe, but he hasn't budged the slightest since we've met. If I hadn't been a coward back then... Coward? Please, if you're a coward, then... Keep doing that. Then I'm a mouse. I made up with him, didn't I? Why can't you? I'm not the one... Oh, I keep doing... does scroll also make it go... past? I'm not the one who watched him grow up. And you think I did? Maybe I've clocked more hours, but he's certainly spent the majority of his life alone. Even if it's a bit late, and even if we're a little forceful, he deserves to feel like he has somewhere he belongs. That's never been my place, Alex. Who's saying it isn't? Even the way you two doubt this old wizard's words is similar. Oh. Man, I don't like Doc too much, do I? I don't like Doc too much. I want to like them, but I don't. You're too old to still be calling yourself that. Don't be silly. Being old is why I'm one in the first place. Peterson laughs, his thunderous voice ringing in my eardrums. Is Peterson Snape? Is Peterson basically Severus Snape? Seems like it, or maybe I'm misinterpreting. Never change, you hear me? I wouldn't even if you asked. The volume of their voices dropping with accordance with the change in topic, I finally feel my nerves relax to some degree. Quite the crafty old man, isn't he? It's almost enough to make me wonder whether or not that goofball persona is a deliberate act. Should I applaud for being subtle with his methods or criticize for trying to manipulate me with pity and guilt? Sorry if it's disappointing, but I'm not as kind as you think I am, Doc. That nosy bastard took his place and I took mine. There's nothing else to it. The past is already set in stone. I'm not obligated to accept him with open arms. Maybe I'm just being stubborn. Maybe my bitterness is unfounded. Whatever the case may be, this isn't something that needs to be spoken about. Things are fine how they are now. Oh, there should be full stop there. There's no reason to look back at a past that's long lost its meaning. With the papers distributed, I followed the curve of the aisle down towards the stage, despite the voice in the back of my mind telling me to escape while I can. This has built up a lot of nice tension. You're doing very good here. I love the storytelling here. It's very effective. As if those sprouts could keep up with you. Oh, hush, every wizard needs an apprentice or two to take over their legacy. I'm willing to bet my entire library that she can do it. Oh yeah? Tell you what, if that girl actually meets your expectations, I'll take you, the girl and the boy out for dinner at the Admiral's dining hall. How's that sound? Pfft. As if I'd fall for that old bluff again. No, I'm serious this time. I'll even get them to cue up some dishes with real honey. Send me that statement in an Admiral's declaration with the proper audio to be archived on Sigil's cloud, and you've got a deal. You sly old fox. Don't think I haven't been eyeing up my copy of Love. Fine. I'll give you your damn declaration. Just don't state that title in public. I knew it. Ahem. I apologize for the interruption, but I'm afraid that Doc and I must finish our preparation work for the presentation. Yes, of course, I completely lost track of time. It was nice catching up with you, Alex. Yeah, let's have a drink together later. Sounds like a plan. Good luck to both of you, Alex. Commander Fahrenheit, I'll be watching in the audience. Thank you, sir. And just like that, he's gone. Breathing a sigh of relief, I go back to looking at my tablet while trying to ignore the shameless grin across the old man's face. I know what you're trying to do. Stop it. Give him a chance. He's going to be your boss after all. Imagine how much you'll be seeing him once you're back with the UTV. Oh goodness, how will I ever get away with not talking with him during the once-a-year UTV New Year's conference from all the way back in the Lieutenant Commander section? That's like at least 100 meters from the front of the hall, practically nose-touching distance. Sarcasm isn't going to get you anywhere, lad. It's ending this conversation, isn't it? I'm not always going to be here, Junius. And neither is Peterson. I can solve my own problems. Just let me live my life how I want to. Junius, at least pick a better time. For here's sake, we have an hour at most before the doors open. Pod Bay doors. Open the Pod Bay doors, Hal. Okay, this was my bad. We'll pick up father-son heart to heart after today's talks are over. Something about, like, some father, something about parental... If they're too keen on holding on to a dynamic that should come naturally, like forcing it, then it becomes a little like, okay, is this more about actual me or is it about you? Like, do you want the father-son stuff more than I do? Then who is it serving? Whose ego is it serving to have this, will it actually make me happy sort of thing? I don't know. It's a tough question, but it seems like, if someone just wants to be a father, that's fine. But, like, it helps when you want it and the other person wants it too. Instead of saying things like, we'll pick up father-son heart to heart, when perhaps they don't like that. It's not going to help you, is the thing. The way to get the father-son heart to heart is not by forcing it. You have to just let it happen naturally rather than forcing it. I don't know. Does that make sense? Uh-huh. It's a plan. Yeah, I'm feeling pumped. Let's do this. Don't yell, please. They can probably hear you outside. Ah. There's no running forever, is there? I'm probably going to finish this scene, and then I'll have a little quick break for lunch at my time zone. I don't know if Helrui will be here for much longer. How long do you plan to be available, Helrui? Or should I just finish it at a certain point? Up to you. I'm keen to continue for a little while longer. Oh, the prologue is about to end? You'll stay as long as I'm up? Okay. Alright, so if the prologue's about to end, I'll go until... Well, I'll finish this scene, then I'll have a quick bite to eat, and then I'll... Or is it better to, like, just finish it all in one go? How long until the... Is it almost done? How long until the end of the prologue? And is the prologue, like, the entirety of Chapter 1, or is it just, like, an introduction to the rest of Chapter 1? Because I might finish this in future streams, but, like, I am pretty busy. Maybe 15 minutes intro into Chapter 1. Sheesh. So is this quite a... I know I'd go at this quite a long pace. I'm sorry about that. But hey, I'll just is it 15 minutes away intro? Okay, I will go to the end of the prologue, and then I'll have a lunch break. I watch the old man standing behind the curtain on the other side of the stage as he fiddles with the hems of his sleeves. Despite the numerous voices, both familiar and not, the sentiment is the same across the diverse crowd. All those years, all those resources, all our blood, sweat, and tears, all our doubts and fears, all our hopes and dreams, this is it. CNRDF. So the Cassini Novus Research and Development Facility, also originally known as Cassini Novus, was built in the late 2080s during the Hero era. That's important, I guess, with the sole purpose of maintaining Moyle. What's Moyle again? On Venus's moon, Neath. Due to Moyle's autonomous nature and the limitations regarding transporting materials to Venus, the original station was only several hundred meters across and able to accommodate 4 people for half a decade at a time. Today's CNRDF has vastly expanded to full-fledged station. So CNRDF is a space station, I guess? It's a facility. It has 3,000 live-in staff and crew, fully equipped PPED at the end there, spacious rooms, exercise facilities. As a first step to expanding, it will serve as the foundation for many future colonies to come, and tours of CNRDF and Neath are available following the main conference on so the main conference is a sort of entrance into the culture that you say, okay, welcome, this is what we do. You can look around, because up till now maybe it's been closed to the public. First come, first serve. So I guess they know that it's in high demand. Very interesting. Very interesting. Allow me to welcome you all to the Cassini Novus Research and Development Facility, or CNRDF as we know it, sponsored and run by Sigil Corporation. All of us are honored to know so many would take the long journey to Venus just to witness what we have accomplished here today. On behalf of all of us, I'd like to personally extend my thanks for your interest in our work on humanity's first steps into deep space. Without further ado, allow me to introduce you to the fruits of our labor, the Lomonosov generator and its first full functional prototype, the newly dubbed Sierra. Now, what exactly is the Lomonosov generator, you may ask? To put it bluntly, it's the dream power generator. Not only is it relatively harmless, stable, and extremely efficient, but it has little to no harmful impact on our environment, its own byproduct being water. By utilizing helium-3, commonly found on the moon, we were able to harness the power of nuclear fusion, the same process that powers stars, such as our mighty sun. I'm sure everyone must have heard about when we tried to use it to power the facility. It fried every battery we had, and we had to discharge everything onto Venus. What a sight that was to see the planet below us filled with lightning. One problem remained. Could we contain that tremendous power and funnel it into something as isolated as a spacefaring vessel? That, ladies and gentlemen, is when we started developing the Sierra. It is a ship capable of handling the power of the Lomonosov particle in its truest form. Its engines, dubbed as the Lomonosov particle drive, have been specially constructed to release the power stored within the fusion process over vast periods of time. Theoretically, this allows the ship to remain operational at full power for over 100 years. With near limitless power reserves, the opportunities for deep space exploration and habitation are mind-blowing. With that, allow me to introduce the current captain of our test crew aboard Sierra and our United Terran Vanguard liaison, Lieutenant Commander Junius Fahrenheit. And there's my cue. With a final check that my tie is straight, I step forward and onto center stage. Trying to ignore that look of relief on the old man's face, I focus on the audience. Full stop. Here as well, there are a lot of nobles here. Good morning, everyone. Allow me to first extend my welcome to you as Dr. Lomonosov has. While my 6 years are incomparable to the decades many have spent on CNRDF, I believe that what we've created here is the key to humanity's future in both deep space exploration and colony development. By pushing current technology to its limits, we were able to achieve results that eclipse the standard UATV vessel in maneuverability, speed, adaptability, and durability. All this was made possible through the delicate balance of power output and functionality produced through countless hours of experimentation with the Lomonosov particle drive as the core foundation of her design. With the additional power... Whoa, this is cool. I like this. With the additional power reserves the drive produces, it's become possible to create a scaled-down version of the vector shields previously limited to off-planet colonies and large stations. Out of the corner of my eye, I catch a nervous security... no comma between nervous and security. I catch a nervous security officer slipping into the VIP section and delivering a message to a woman wearing the Gerard family emblem. What's the Gerard family emblem? Interesting. Out of the corner of my eye, I catch a Barely able to stifle her gasp, she stands up and quickly follows the officer outside. What's happening? Not only are our threats associated with small space-bound obstacles eliminated, the dangers of deep space mining have been reduced by over 50%. As if the woman's departure sparked a chain reaction. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Several more guests stand up from their seat and quickly follow suit. I glance at Doc for answers, but he seems as bewildered as I am. With that, my voice trails off as confused murmurs start to consume the hall, and the last of the nobles are ferried outside by security, leaving only one sole person seated directly in front of the stage. As if taking me apart with his eyes, the vaguely familiar face stares back at me before standing up and walking towards the stage. This person is. My mind flashes back to my younger self sitting at my desk. Somewhere in front of me, a classmate plays a video for his friends. Is this the CEO? This is a CEO, right? What was his name again? This is CEO. An old man's voice sounds out from his tablet. While my successor is young and bright-eyed, do not mistake his youth for naivety. As of today, Sigil Corporation will be returning to his rightful inheritors of old. Step forward, Marcus Handlers. That's his name. I take a step back, surrendering the podium to those cold eyes. All the Zoom. If I may have everyone's attention. Due to unexpected events occurring on Mars, I'm afraid I will have to postpone the seminar to a later date. I apologize for any inconvenience this may cause you or your constituents. That is all. Doctor, come with me. Yes, sir. All I can do is watch as the CEO leads Doctor away. What exactly happened? Don't tell me it's another Damascus. What's Damascus? A shiver runs down my spine. I shake my head. No. Handlers mentioned Mars. It would have to be something much bigger than a terrorist attack if something happened on Mars. Hey, what's going on? What if the Martians stage another coup attempt? I need to calm down. Stealing my nerves, I suppress my chaotic mindset before taking the position at the podium once again. In light of this situation, I would like to request that everyone remains calm and seated until further instructions are given and we have a better understanding of what has occurred. I understand it's a lot to ask right now, but it's critical that we maintain. The sound of a door opening cuts off the end of my sentence. My eyes meet the supervisor's frantic, sweat-covered face as he struggles to catch his breath. Commander, turn on the news! With hundreds of eyes watching my reaction, I quickly type in the correct channel on the holographic. This is tense. A lone man bearing Mars emblem stands proud on a stage surrounded by a crowd of thousands. Armed men could be seen on the edge of the screen. He appears to be in the middle of a speech. Oh. I'm going to turn up the noise because there's I should have turned up before. There's some voice. I think it should be higher in the mix. Can I go to my codecs and like... I'll turn the BGM because I want to hear... Oh, that went down pretty quickly. I want to hear the voice loud and clear. Still not loud enough. There we go. And then I'll turn it up.
What did we receive in exchange for our toil, our blood, our suffering?
Bit too loud, maybe. I'll turn it back down a little. Even though it's intentionally mixed that way, it's still... I don't know, I just wanted to hear the voice.
Empty promises and lies upon lies, masters humble gratitude.
Wait, okay. Down even more. Options. I'll pull this up a little. Like there? Like... There, that's a good one.
Are we forever to be the beaten dog, quaking under the foot of Terran rule? I say no!
I like this.
I say we will fight and take what is rightfully ours.
Should be louder though.
Our home,
By default.
our freedom,
In my
our
opinion.
humanity. Today, we cast off our chains.
Because this is good voice.
No longer will we be slaves to the rotten and corrupt policies of Cetal Corporation or the tyranny of Earth. No longer will we hang our heads in submission. We are not tools to be used and forgotten. This is our land. And together, we will build a better, brighter future for the people of tomorrow.
I'm wondering when I build like a visual novel, if I would like to like create a system, because you can hear the reverb, and if you cut it off, then it cuts the reverb off as well. So a dynamic reverb system would be pretty awesome.
Raise our banner and fight for a better world, for our home.
For example,
We're the
it cuts it off.
Federation. Libertadores!
Nice. Libertas Ares! The situation is dire. As of 9 o'clock today, standard... It does seem complicated, but there are VSTs where you can do it. You could probably... Like if you made it... Like a system... I think... There's this RPG Maker MZ system for live audio processing. I don't know. It does seem a bit complicated, but you can do live panning and everything. I think like AAA games do it. You know, when you're going through a cave or something, then it will modulate the volume and the panning. I don't know if they modulate the reverb based on position, but they do that. You know, it makes it immersive. As of 9 o'clock today, Standard Earth time, coordinated, violent Martian revolts have been reported across Mars and several districts within St. Nilium, on an unprecedented scale unseen since the establishment of the colonies. Sources state that at least half of the 20 United Terran Vanguard outposts have been claimed at the coups led by the Aris Confederation. While their long-term plans are unknown, current estimates place the danger level on Mars to be within A range. Which range? Just kidding. How greatly this will impact Earth and Terran colonies has yet to be seen. However, according to UTV standard civilian protocol, in the event of suspended resource lines or damage done to the space elevator present on Mars, it is highly recommended that all households impose self-rationing until the warning is lifted. As of now, evacuation orders have yet to be issued for any of the heavily affected areas, but the UN advises all citizens to remain in their homes or somewhere safe and to have emergency supplies ready just in case the situation escalates. With UTV and Sigil officials visiting the Cassini Novus Research and Development Facility orbiting Venus for the unveiling of the fabled 100-year ship, it's expected that official statements regarding the situation will be issued sometime this afternoon. Wow. Despite the voice of the newscaster, all I can hear is buzzing within my own head. Why? 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 Why now? We were supposed to... This isn't our fault, right? The man's words reverberate through the hall, shaking every one of us to the core. But this is not the hall, right? Is this the hall? Wait. Oh, so is this the same place, but we just flipped it? Or is this the wrong backdrop? I don't know. Because isn't this the, like, place, our hideout, not the hall, the main hall? I don't know. All at once, pandemonium consumes the crowd. It's over! Everything's over! Move! I have to call home! What do we do now? Ash! Crap. Snapping out of my own shock, I grabbed the microphone from the podium. Everyone, calm down! The hall freezes, my voice ringing through the loudspeakers surrounding the room. Oh, this is very well directed. We're all shocked, but there's nothing we can do if the station is in a state of panic. Correct. Oh, so this is the same. This is the other half of the room. I turned to the source of the voice behind me. When did he... Taking the microphone from my hands, Peterson speaks with a calm, nearly monotone voice. Is he about to say some bullshit? Is he about to say some bullshit? Because it sounds like he is. While I understand that it's difficult to do nothing when events like this occur back home, I ask that you please put your trust in the UTV to resolve this situation swiftly. As for the rest of you, please see that our guests are shown the way to the cafeteria. After that, you are to return to your posts and await further orders. Oh, okay. Thank you, Rifter. Thank you for, firstly, the sub today. Thank you so much for that. That was just a big surprise for me, and I'm so happy for that. And yeah, glad you were busy, glad you were getting stuff done. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I'll see you later. Good to see you. As the Admiralty Board and Sigil executives are still undergoing deliberations, understood? The resounding number of voices call out from within the hall. Okay, so he's not doing some bull. He's like, they're like being pro. They're being pro. Yes, sir. Dismissed. Sweeping his eyes across the crowd one last time, he nods with an air of satisfaction before walking past me and off the stage, clearly being a bit of a... Okay, you did good. I watch as he slips back into the hallway, acting as if nothing happened at all. Good? In what way was that good? If internally panicking and yelling into a microphone is good, I don't want to see what bad is. You did okay, man. This isn't our fault, right? Those words echo in my mind. Each repeat seemed to grow more deafening. The timing's too perfect. If we weren't part of the cause for this disaster, then we're at least the catalyst for their declaration. If we hadn't needed to delay the project for another year, would this have played out the same way? If I hadn't insisted on perfecting her handling, then I need to talk to Doc. Where is Doc? Is Doc gone? I stand in front of tightly shut steel doors. A plaque reading engine room hangs over the doorway. Okay, was the bull shiz a conspiracy? Have we been, what's it called? Mutiny. Has mutiny occurred? It doesn't take a genius to infer why Doc is on board Sierra, but after a bit of hesitation, I hold my tablet up to the electronic lock and watch as the blast-proof barriers pull themselves open. What happens? Whoa. Junius, I'm glad you made it. I was starting to get worried you'd miss my message. What's happening? I heard about how you kept everyone in the hall calm after I left. To think you were that same little boy, clinging to the leg of my trousers, begging me not to leave. Doc. The worst possible scenario. Mars and Earth on the brink of war. The Ares Confederation is probably cutting all contact and supply lines right now. At this rate, the entire planet will be under the control in less than a month. But how? Haven't all the attempts up until now been instantly dismantled? I don't know. According to Howard, the UTV forces here are focusing on getting back on Earth. It's hard to say if the admirals still on Earth can deal with the threat, but they should be able to hold the line if the Martians decide to attack. I see. So they're aiming for the most straightforward approach. Was it too much to hope the UTV made any sorts of plans before coming all the way to Venus? It's not like Martian revolts were uncommon even before I followed Doc to Venus. With how many Martian-born UTV being pushed into Martian posts, it's not unreasonable to imagine a certain section of them defecting if given enough incentive or certainty of success. There's no questioning that this was planned to some degree, but how much? Assuming that Berkelium can make do with a simple resupplying, with the current planetary alignment it would take at least 4 months to re-enter the Terra system. If we factor in refitting the civilian ships docked in its hangar for flight, and getting the nobles to safety plus whatever times it takes to recalibrate for combat, it'd probably be half a month at least. And half a month at least. The Venus unveiling was timed to make sure the trip was reasonable for the executives despite our delay, so there's a good chance the fleet can at least catch the start of the Martian offensive. Even without the entire fleet there, the UTV can probably hold off any advancement attempts if the board takes the threat seriously enough, but as for you, congratulations on becoming Sierra's official commanding officer, Junius. What? What's happening? Is he dying? Your promotion to captain is still in the works, but the board and Mr. Handler has decided it would be best to recruit Sierra into the war effort. But she's a... You know that isn't true, Junius. Sierra is the only ship outside of Berkelium that can move between planets at nearly the same speed safely. You know how valuable that is. But why me? I haven't even served on a UTV's vessel, let alone been in combat. How in the world can I be their best candidate for this? You don't think I know that? He was in the top 5 in Damascus. His simulation scores are great. He's the only one who knows how to handle it properly. Having the chance to personally protect Earth is an honor for any officer. Why can't they see that they're trying to send a defenseless boy to defend for himself in battle? Why can't they see that this is a death sentence? If something happens to you, then I take the shaking old man in my arms. It'll be okay. Junius, we don't even know if there will really be a war. Who knows? Maybe things will even sort themselves out before anyone even gets back to Earth. It's always been like that, hasn't it? It'll be okay. Everything will be okay. Fair enough. Even if it isn't. Looks like we'll be seeing each other a lot more. I look up from the orders listed on my tablet. Forgive me if I'm not too excited. It's been a rather stressful couple of days. Ha! Don't I know it? I can't read the blueprints, Rutherford. The engine casing is melting again, Rutherford. I broke something that's going to explode. Save me, Rutherford. I swear the list of things I have to do never ends. At least I don't have to handle Sierra's upgrades on top of this mess Freya calls an experimental Lomonosov particle drive assault unit. That's Lapis? Yep, it's Lapis. Well, what's left of it after the investigations and with a few extra attachments stapled on top to make a living in it, not crap. Wasn't it an... Oh, trust me, it still is. The insides are still the same. It's still Lapis under all that transport. You're not too rusty, right? Did Freya agree to this? But if you consider I don't care agreeing... Sure, she agreed. Not that she was doing much with it anyway. I swear a pipsqueak doesn't know how blueprints work. For someone who didn't care, she's thrown through a fit when I got tired of dealing with her bullcrap and finally kicked her out of the hangar. It's no Sierra, but it can make it to Earth, probably? I see. Hey, you're gonna be okay. I'm just a bit nervous, don't worry about it. If you say so. I take a deep breath to try and calm the stirring in my heart as that dream from yesterday threatens to draw me in a second time. So what if it's Lapis? It's fine. Everything's fine. That was just a dream, nothing more. Forcing myself to focus on something else, I turn back to Rutherford. Will they be able to finish modifying Sierra without you? With Doc sticking back to oversee it, I don't see why not. I see. Cheer up, alright? Even if everything goes down the crapper, it's not the end of the world. Oops. I'll make it through one day or the other. Another. At worst, this is probably a test to make sure you don't blow up our precious credit sync while showing it off on battle, so as long as we don't get ourselves killed, it's all good. All this time I forgot to change the game to Sierra Ops. Sheesh, I'm sorry about that. Change the game of the stream. At worst, this is probably a test to make sure you don't blow up our precious credit sync while showing off in battle, so as long as we don't get ourselves killed, it's all good. The UTV can be pretty bad, but even they're not stupid enough to throw away valuable assets. Plus, you have me to rely on, so no need to stress yourself out that much. One sec. Thanks. Well, Lapis is ready to go once you are. I have no clue whether or not this thing can actually hold on for 4 months straight, so if we want to get there early to scout like they want us to, we should leave as soon as possible. Right. I'll see you on board after I double-check everything is being loaded for the trip. Gotcha. See you on the bridge. Giving the most casual salute I've ever seen with a crooked grin, he chuckles before disappearing with the unit. It'll be alright. Things always work out one way or the other. That's an interesting perspective for you to have. Forgot main character's name again. Junius. Things always work out one way or another. Given your, suffering, it's interesting that you still think that you accept that things, quote-unquote, work out. That's an interesting aspect of their personality. I take one last look around the hangar, a strange sense of loss coming over me. To think I'm leaving after 6 long and difficult years, how much has Earth changed in the time I was gone? Will I still be able to recognize the places I used to visit? After how I left it behind, I'd wish that a trip back would have been more positive, but when has life cooperated? There's never a good time. There's never a good time. I sigh, ignoring the sense of impending doom I board Lapis. Is everything secured? Yep, we should be able to reach max safe speed in half an hour after leaving orbit. Prepare for launch. Roger. What will we find once we reach Earth? All systems are green. Integration with no R. INTEG ration. Stability is at 98%. Lomonosov. O after the N. Lomonosov particle drive operating at 73% output and stable. Diverting all power to thrusters. Yeah, the typos. Don't worry, I'm notorious for picking stuff out. I pick out typos in commercial games all the time. It's one of my strengths, I suppose. Launching in. Technically, that shouldn't be a comma either, I think. 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Nice. I like the effects, they're so good. Engines at full capacity. Disengaging magnet rails. Hey, look. Whoa, look at this. This is amazing. Whoa, look at that. That's crazy. That's great. Whoa. What's that? Is that a video or is that actually being... was that actually being rendered in real time? Hey, look. Sierra's seeing us off. Video. That was a nice one. That looked like it was being rendered. That was real nice. We don't know till we actually get there. Whoa! Hey, look at this. That's cool. Sierra Ops. Heck yeah. Oh, space. We're going. Oh, that's a bit pixelated, but it's still awesome. Heck yeah, Operations Officer Clay DeLune. We got Ashton McCarthy here. Quartermaster. Oh, this is awesome. Commodore Gene Brooks. Alan Flora. Orman Rutherford. Head Engineer. Assistant researcher Freya Tal. Oh, I thought she was an AI. I thought they were an AI. You got Doc, you got that guy, Junius Fahrenheit. That's us. Who's that? Cool logo. Some of it looks a little... Oh, I thought I saw like pixels on the outside of one of those. Oh. Oh, I like the filter and... Whoa! Oh, that's cool. That looks funny. Oh, Bloom. Interesting. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's cool. Whoa! Did you do this? Wow, that looks great. There's a little bit of funniness around the... Oh, I like that. Ooh, yeah, let's go. Wait, what? I didn't even know. I forgot that that was part of the promotional, that there's like Transformers in this. What? Oh, heck yeah. There's so many good feelings in this. Exoframes. Or Mech G's. Chapter 1, Path to Tomorrow, Operation Red Tide. Mix. Wait. Into Earth. Okay, so, okay, how are we? Was that just the the intro to chapter 1? Yeah, it's a prologue over. Does it usually take how long I took? How long is the whole game? Is that what percentage of the game of the chapter is the prologue? Episode 1 is about to end? Oh, okay, okay. So it's not too... Okay, I see, I see. If you pick a critical location... Okay. But, like... If you don't, if you go to different places... How long does it... Is the intro when compared to episode 1? I'm just interested. I am probably going to go have lunch real quick. Is this a good time to have lunch? In this game, like a 10-minute lunch. Yeah, it is. Okay. Actually, you know what? I might order in an Uber or something. Yeah, it's a good place. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna go out into the kitchen. And I'm gonna see if we've got any lunch in the fridge. We might have lunch in the fridge, so I'll just be able to grab some there. Or I'll get some Uber Eats or Menu Log or something. Wait, that's stream starting soon. I'm going to be right back. Not bathroom break. I'm gonna say be right back having lunch. And then let's put like an outline on this. Oh, I forgot how to put outline. Anyway, but actually before I go, just in case, I'm going to give my thoughts so far on the game. Okay, these are my thoughts so far on the game. Actually, I've saved it so I can go back to the menu for now, can't I? Yeah. I can go back to menu. Wait, I'll save it double just in case. No, I'm here. I'm fine. Title. Yep. Okay. Menu BGM is a little loud. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's good. Okay, and I can always turn it down. Okay, so... Oh, it is actually. Now let's load it again. True. Okay, let's go back to this calming one. Okay, calming. Okay, so this is my thoughts on the game so far. I'm hooked. It's very good. I don't know if it's because I'm streaming, but... And it takes a lot longer than the average person to go to do a playthrough of this, because I'm speaking everything aloud. It usually takes sometimes up to double the amount of time it would if I didn't. But, you know, hey, it's streaming. That's what I do. But also, I mean, I speak pretty fast, I guess.
Stars in the clouds, all of them drifting out of shape. Camera rolls and files trying to keep a solid state. Tales and terabytes, life in a terrible bite-sized view. Won't you take my hand, baby, it all makes sense with you. You infuse my life with laughter. You my favorite freak. You're my snorkel all the times that I can't breathe. You count down the days that I spend most of them feeling stressed. But I know that we're backing off for this. Full on collapse, nobody else. I'm trapped in a fold. Repeat to myself, wake up now. Wake up now. Primary light, algebra storm, magnetic hell, absolute fun. Wake up now. Wake up now. No, it didn't help. Wish somebody told me that God will in the sky. How can I get back now? Snow on the fire, blood in the well. Tasted too much. What happens now? Warm summer air, kites in the sky, dancing with you. This is goodbye. Wake up now. Wake up now. No, it didn't help. Wish somebody told me that God will in the sky. How can I get back now? Oh, somebody put me back. Dominoes are sound.
I'm back. Testing. I'm gonna turn my mic up a bit. Oh wait, there. Oh no, there. Test. Bam. Yeah, it's good there. Yeah. Is that a good volume? Whoa. Okay, maybe it's a bit loud. No, is that good? I don't know. Test. Hi, Aaron. Let me know if that's a bit loud. Is it loud? It goes into red for OBS, but, like, I've been taught that that's good. The OBS meter for audio is a little bit misleading, isn't it? I don't know. Let me know if that's too loud. Is that too loud? Decently balanced? Wow. Okay, I think I should just make my streams louder in general, I think. Do my streams tend to be a little bit quiet? Yeah, because it's like consistently going to red, but I think that's actually what you want. And it's not reaching at least it shows you where the max audio is, and it's not reaching the very right, so it's not popping. Poppy. Yeah. Hey, baby, boy, bally. Bally, boo, bally. Let's open the scam again. Sierra Ops. Whoa, I better turn it down. Oh, wait, no, I don't have to. I think. So it seems that the achievements are mostly linear for the first 4 that I have. I don't think you can miss them, right? Am I right? I'm going to turn this down for me, actually. Whoa, okay. How do I share this? Bam. Nope, not the right one. There. There we go. Rawr. I want to turn down on my end because I don't want it super loud, but I want to turn it up on your end. There you go, mate. Probably shouldn't use that voice. Should not I?
Hello, my name's Benny. Oh, what's going on with you? Oh, good to know. Oh, bloody man, I'm out in the country doing my bloody old thing. I'm gonna have a good, I'm gonna just dig up the old trench.
Yeah. Alrighty. All right. Junius, how we doing? Okay. Let's get back into this. Take a big old sip of the energy drink. So I'm going to continue this probably until an hour and a half away, and then I'll stop. It's been good so far. All right. How are we doing? I straighten my jacket, take control back from autopilot. I'd say 2 minutes till system entry. Any word from HQ regarding us being 28 days behind schedule? A month late. Oh, look at this. I like this. A month early. Who cares? It's practically a miracle we actually made it. Goddess, if we have to replace another deep-fried insulation wafer, I'm going to feed it to the next person I see. I'm not eating it if that's what you're implying. Very funny. Shaking my head, I keep my eyes trained on our progress while half-heartedly listening to Rutherford's daily rant. How I could be so relaxed in this situation beyond me, but listening to him complain is easier than dealing with my nerves. Not the best voice? Not my best voice, of course not. Even if it is a bit annoying. I should have known better than to relieve in the bullcrap hardware Freya pedals. If it was going to be this bad, I would have asked for a week to personally work on this hunk of junk before we even tried to leave orbit. Hell, we could have even been early if I hadn't got this stupid thing to work. He gives a few stomps to the ground, his frustration evident. She seemed like she knew what she was doing back when we were attending the academy. That's because she did. I was the one who taught her. If it hadn't been for that damn ploy by prepare to decrease the system speed. Sorry, I shouldn't have mentioned that. So we're clear, I'm not blaming you for what happened, okay? It's only focus. Roger that. An agonizing silence fills the bridge. She lost more than just her memories? I didn't even know. I take a deep breath. Focus, Junius, ground yourself. You didn't spend all trip running simulations to fracture the second something uncomfortable gets brought up. It seems like PTSD, yeah. Any success getting in contact with HQ? Yep, I got the message a second ago. Surprisingly, we're at truce with the Martians. St. Nilium is pretty much Martian territory now after a bunch of civilians openly joined the Martians and staged a whole entire coup a few weeks ago. They won't attack on sight or anything, but probably a bad idea to hang around there in general. Sigil doesn't want to put potential Terran hostages in too much danger, so they're opting for some sort of negotiation soon with the head honchos at Monsieur. Apparently, the Martians have a pretty big fleet, so all of Third got sent to balance the numbers a bit. How many is pretty big? Enough to make the UTV consider negotiation at all, apparently. And Fifth? Hang back as support. For now, everyone's just making sure nothing fishy is happening behind the scenes. Are there specific orders for us? Nope. The UTV already has people in this crucial area, so we're free to patrol pretty much anywhere. I see. If you ask me, Monsieur seems like the most obvious place to go. No one will complain that we're slacking off and we'll get to watch the negotiations in real time. Not a bad deal, right? It's definitely a safe choice for sure, but is that the best decision to make? Doesn't seem like there's much expectation on us to contribute, but I'd rather attempt to properly do my job than not. Especially if they plan to force Sierra and an entire crew on me. What other options do we have? Other options? I guess we could... Oh, sorry. What other options do we have? I guess we could try Icarus Novo to check out the shipyard, or drop by HQ to take a look at how the fleet's doing. I love this dialogue. The dialogue just sings. It sings. It really does. BK should be docked at Rhines by now, so there's that. I wouldn't spend too much time flying us around blindly, though. Who knows how long this oversized doorstopper is going to last. Noted. Hey, DZ, what's up, my friend? How's it going? It's Benny. It's true, it's me. I'm playing a game called Sierra Ops by a person who's in the chat right now. Hell are we? Yeah, it's real fun. It's like a visual novel. Lots of story. It's very good. How's it going, DZ? How's your day been going? Hope it's been going well. How's it been? Actually, do you mind us heading past New Hampshire's main station if we do head to Monsieur? I know it makes the trip a bit longer, but I'd rather be closer to docks in the case of something catastrophically fails. It'll also give me a chance to test how accurate our scanners are. Seems stable enough, but who knows with Lapis. Couldn't you test the scanners on any station? Sure, but I'm more familiar with it considering I'm from there and all. If something's up, it'll be a lot easier to tell at a glance versus anywhere else. I see. I'll try to fit in if possible. Already got lofty plans going on in that head of yours, huh? It's important to think ahead. Aha. Connection established. Oh, I like this. This is nice. Ooh. Chilling? Liking the scam in your voice acting? Thanks. I pull up my broad system position map. Free to patrol wherever we want. I go over our options once more. Monsieur for the negotiation. L5 Rhines for checking up on Berkelium. UTV headquarters for HQ for the current fleet status. And Icarus Novo for the shipyard. I would rather avoid going there entirely, but that's not exactly a luxury I can afford to take if the mission calls for it. That doesn't have to be today, does it? There's plenty of other locations to look into first. So that seems to be like the last one. Can't even discredit Demetrius despite it being designated a future civilian colony. Construction may be halted now, but who knows how easy it would be to plant something in the foundation when everyone's paying attention to more critical points of interest. Wouldn't that put Neo Hampshire in a similar situation? It's not like trade is entirely stopped just because of the embargo from Mars. Even assuming security is tightened, it's only a matter of time before someone makes it past colony control with falsified docs. Oh, whoa, what's that? The only place off the list is St. Nilium since the Martians have it on relative lockdown. Even then, there's nothing stopping us from going as long as the negotiations are still going. I should stop thinking, just make a choice. Yeah. Hey. Do you really think we're going to end up in a war? You don't think so? Well, the Martians have definitely taken up a notch this time, but
No matter how many junkers they scrape together, do you think they could really take on the UTV? They dismantled the branch on Mars in the span of a month. The fact that they've amassed a fleet large enough to make the UTV reconsider attacking head-on is proof enough of how serious they are. Yet the UTV's handing out half-assed orders like ours. Quite the glorified battle demo, isn't it? What do you think? He turns back to face his console, voice filled with cold indifference as he throws out his words without bothering to look. So he's clearly saying something, but he doesn't want us to know that he cares. Cares about it, or... There's going to be a war. Call it a hunch. Like you said, they actually managed to take over Mars this time. It's not every day something like that happens. Heck, they were even nice enough to broadcast a warning, plus give the UTV plenty of time to rush back and get their crap together. If they still managed to get the jump on us, well... So much for all that urgency back on Venus. He laughs, his voice ringing in the closed-off space. Despite the casual nature of his tone, I'm at a loss on how to take in his words. It's almost like a declaration. I declare bankruptcy. I declare bankruptcy! Okay, okay, this is all I can go to. Wait, I'm confused. I think it's UTV that I was going to go to. Any reason we need to be here, Junius? We're supposed to be off scouting, right? Bankruptcy! We are, but I wanted to see what the situation at HQ was like before we go any further. The situation, eh? Based on their casual cruising, I'd say practically on vacation sounds about right to me. Worried? Somewhat, let's go. Roger that. I picked up a UTV distress signal. Is it from the fleet? Nope, Ryan's. It was pretty weak, though. I wouldn't have caught it if I wasn't paying attention. Honestly, it may be a misfire. It only lasted, 10 seconds? I can't even find it anymore. How certain are you? Well, think of it this way. If the Martians actually tried to attack us, doing it that far in UTV territory is pretty much suicide, not to mention hard. We're not exactly the only party of roaming patrollers. What class was it? 5. Classic middle of the road. We're in a bit of immediate danger stuff. If we make it, we turn around. We can make it if we turn around now, but we'll probably miss the start of the negotiations. Okay. Does that mean we go? Central docks. Always a good time for upgrades. Oh, look at this. So how do I... Clicking. Nope, this is what we have. Weapon. Insufficient privileges. Grouping. Oh, how? Targeting? Oh. Okay, so we target those two, and then these ones. I don't know what this means. I mean, I think it means that each of these guns target different people, but I don't know what the blueprints, assembly. This will all be explained to me soon, I'm guessing. Okay, so return. Okay, so this is like the opening of like things just opening up a little bit, I think. Ryan's docks. Distress signal. We have received a distress signal coming from Ryan's. Investigate the distress signal. There's rewards here. Interesting. Visual on Ryan's. Get ready to decrease. Martians. Unknown ship. Identify yourselves. Wait, what does it say? And before you ask, our ID signal's busted. Lieutenant Commander Junius Fahrenheit, UTV 3rd Fleet, Venus Division. Identification code UTV 70902. Unit name Lapis. Our main objective is to scout the area. Our unit is still a prototype, so there have been issues with malfunctioning systems. We're here to investigate a distress signal we momentarily picked up several hours ago. Fahrenheit. Hello, can you read me? Sorry, I was distracted. Anyway, you said you got it momentarily? Yes, my partner only noticed it because he was specifically keeping an eye out for any activity. Captain John Brooks. Captain John Brooks, UTV 3rd Fleet, acting Commodore of the Gungnir Squad. We noticed Ari's allied ships attempting to encroach on Rhines during our patrol. However, they opened fire on us when we tried to apprehend them. So far, their focus is on taking Berkelium out of commission, but whether or not that's their sole purpose is unknown. We're doing our best to hold them off, but we're outnumbered and outgunned, so any support you can provide will be appreciated. Understood. We'll provide you with as much support as we can. Nice. And we'll try and get our words out correctly. Whoa! Objection, Your Honor. Protect Berkelium at all costs. We can't let them do any more damage. Yes, Captain. Okay, here we go. We haven't done too much of this, so this is the hard part. Simulation, thrust speed. What's up here again? Oh yeah, kill. Oh wait, that's our buddy. Okay, put shield output on. I forgot how to do this. Bam, weapon rate. This on the thrust speed. More on the shield. Shield up. Wait. A boom. A kabloomy. Wait, what? Oh, kablooey. There we go. Oh, thrust speed on, and then shield output. Oh wait, kablowy. Yeah. Oh wait. Turn. Kablowy. Oh wait, that's us. Okay, let's go that way. Oh wait, move. Kablooey. Wait. Oh. Did we die? Hi, Rifter. Welcome back. Critical failure? Recalibrate. Visual on Rhines. Okay, how do I skip this scene? So we've got past like the initial prologue, Rifter, and we're up to like the actual gameplay part. Is there any way to fix to skip the scene, Halloween? Or no, we have to go through all the stream this again every time. Because it would be nice if you failed a mission and then you went back to like escape button. Oh, okay, escape. Okay, cool. Let's zoom out. Let's go right in there because last time thrust shield output. Wait, how come I can't go up? I can't even go up. Oh, there we go. Okay, there. Oh wait, oops. Okay, bam. Get rid of that one. Wait, how come I can't attack that one? Oh, is it gone? Okay, attack that one there. There we go. Get it, hun. A weapon rate. There we go. And get it, hun. Come on, hun. Get it. Okay. Well, how come... Oh. Just got back. Your main cannons are aimed at frames and projectiles, not ships. Oh, frame... What are frames? Okay, alright. Get it. Uh-oh. Okay, recalibrate. Sometimes I don't know what those are. Okay, I pressed escape. Cool. Okay. Pause? No? How do I pause? Wait, how do I pause again? Command. Command. There we go. Oh, command. F5 is command. There we go. Okay, that's how it works. Okay. Alright. Now I can breathe. Ships only. I think. If we go in there... And let's thrust as fast as possible. Wait. Pause. Group 2 equals main cannons. Okay. Group 2 is the main cannons. Bam. Let's thrust as fast as possible. Pause. Pause. Let's get this one here. Wait, what's happening now? Okay.
So I'm literally doing all my... Oh, wait. Oh, weapons. I forgot about weapons. There we go. Much better. Kill that one. Wait. Okay, I gotta turn. Rotational movement. Turn around, please. Please turn around. Please. You're so slow. Okay, move. Come on, come on, come on. Finish it off. You can do it. You got this. Okay, projectiles. We need to get rid of those projectiles as well. Okay, I don't know how that worked, but oh well. Ships. Get the ship. Okay, wait, it's going away. Turn. Turn around. Okay, so slow to turn. Alright, move. Get that one. Wait, it's... Is that fleeing? Or is it still being here? Okay. I want to kill that one though, but this one's staying here, so I want to... I might as well get this one instead. Wait, it's still attacking? Okay, I better get this one again, yeah. Finish this one off first. Is this working? I don't know. Wait. Okay, boom, done. Okay. Now turn around. Use your thrusters. And make your way over here. Okay. Move. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we don't need a thrust anymore. We need weapon rate going up on blast. And we got this. We got this. Whoa, I tried my best. Okay. I'm going to try doing the projectiles instead, because maybe the projectiles are the ones that need to get owned up. Escape. It would be nice to have a prompt there to say escape does what it does, which is skipped. Normally in the tutorial. Okay. Thrust speed. Point defense should target projectile. Okay. Like that. And these ones should target ships. I don't know what frames are. I actually don't know what frames are. But I'm going to thrust all the way over here. Pause. And I don't mean I mean pauses, and you can take that any way you like. Alright. Here we are. And let's go for weapon rate. Wait, I should go on top of this one here so that it gets rid of all the projectiles that are coming forward. Get those projectiles. Why is it not getting the projectiles? I don't know which one's point defense, by the way. Oh, the little red things? Okay, I thought those were projectiles. Okay. Frames there. Oh! Okay, I see now. I need to get frames and projectiles. Oh, that's better. Okay. So that one's far away, but still. Okay, stop here. Hold. You can hold here. There we go. Wait, Overlord? My shields are off. But do my shields take up extra energy? I just assumed so, because why would they ever be on or off? If it takes too much damage, which the Victor shield. Why would taking too much damage, it'll take a while to reactivate. Oh, okay, okay. So you... Oh, I don't know why. I still don't know why we wouldn't, what's it called? Deactivate, activate. Activate the shield. Because I'll probably know in future. Don't worry about it. But now that so it's a little bit hard to understand, I gotta admit. It's, I think some things, if I didn't have the developer here to help me, it might have been a little bit hard for me to understand. But I think I would have eventually got it, because I would have experimented with different loadouts and things like that. So I gotta see. Yeah, it would take me a little while, but I think I would have figured it out. Retry. So you can retry missions for higher grades, but I'm not entirely sure why. It hasn't really been told to me, I think. I don't really know the concept of rewards yet. I've left the emergency battery intact, so their comms and life support should still be functioning. Good work. This is Captain John Brooks, Commodore of UTV 3rd Fleet. We have your ship disabled and surrounded. Surrender all remaining onboard weapons, and we swear to offer any persons aboard full rights to a just and fair trial entertainment. Hello, do you read me? Are you sure their comms are working? By my estimates, there's an energy spike coming from the ship. Crap, they're self-destructing. Get away from as fast as possible. No. I won't let it happen again. Anime moment incoming. Not while I'm around. Not when I'm here. I'm a transformer. Not when I can do something. Okay, that kind of came out of nowhere. I gotta admit, I didn't know that was coming. It's pretty cool though. But like, hey, it'd be cool if it was moved. I don't know. Overloading shields. Huh? Transformers? Robots in disguise? That's cool. The world seems to move in slow motion as the nose of the Martian ship sinks deeper into our shields. Despite the countless layers of plasma, it doesn't completely stop the battered ship from inching forwards. Now I'm getting Evangelion vibes. Cold sweat drips down my brow. You can't be keep holding. Dang it. Diverting all reserve power. 10 seconds left on max shields. Hold just a bit longer. Just a bit longer. Just a bit longer. Just a bit longer. Just a bit. It's going critical. Longer. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's cool. Oh. Are you alright? Is that an exoframe? I only heard of it in the Bible. I'm sorry. I fall back into my seat, the tension draining from my body. UTV ships are made to handle an ambush or prolonged pressure under fire, but a close-range detonation from a frigate is anyone's guess. We don't even know how much power the standard Martian ship carries, let alone ones built to infiltrate past our defenses. Reckless or not, excessive or not, I couldn't just watch another person. What the hell, Junius? Mind telling me the next time you're going to do something crazy? I think I nearly had a heart attack. Sorry. I should be the one apologizing. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. Oh, this is so cool. Having all these like little UI. Oh, that's so cool. I like that. Sorry. I said a lot, but I like it. This one even has a different refresh rate to this one. I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder. Thanks for the last minute save, Fahrenheit. If it wasn't for you, I'm not sure we would have made it out unscathed. Tense situation or not, I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me like that. You're correct, however. Ogres are like onions. They have a lot of layers. Hi, Zuzio. How's it going? You like turtles? I like turtles. There. I'm okay, Alan. Have the recovery team salvage what they can. Hey, Zuzio, good to see you. Good to see you on the stream. I hope you're having fantastic. You're okay? No. Hope you, wishing all love and comfort right now. Our priority is checking of survivors and enemy reinforcements. We can't afford another surprise attack. Understood. They've really outdone themselves this time. I close my eyes, visions of the floating debris seeming to have burned themselves onto my retinas. Is there even a possibility for survivors?
Even though none of the other ships self-destructed, surviving the bridge being destroyed is... Looks like we're in the clear. Do you need us to help you recover that exoframe transport, Fahrenheit? I jump to attention. Despite the building sense of dread in my gut, my words spill out smoothly as always. That will be ideal, thank you. Please let us know if we can do anything else to help. Noted. Now, what to put in the primary report? If possible, I'd like to discuss this in person. Whatever data you manage to gather may be crucial for the final investigation. Understood. Could you grant us clearance to land? No problem. Will the Corvette runway work, or would you prefer a dock? A runway would be preferable, but ideally it should be as isolated as possible. This test unit is rather unpredictable. Got it. Give me a moment to sort things out and whoa. Sorry. Thank you. Well, there goes the truce. Truce. Despite being the party that called for the truce to begin with, the Martians broke it easily enough in an attempt to catch us off guard. If their motives were to strike while we were weak, wouldn't it make it more sense to do so while Berkelium was still in transit between Venus and Earth? Venus and Earth are being, sibling rivalry. What in the blue? It makes sense that they would mark BK as a target to dramatically decrease the chance of a successful retaliation effort against Mars, but wouldn't securing key strongholds be their priority if they plan on winning? They could be aiming for a war of attrition, that is, like, grinding them down, by focusing their efforts on holding specific colonies, but wouldn't it make more sense to do so at Mars and then to come encroach on Earth? Could the whole negotiation be some sort of contrived trap? But wouldn't alerting us to their sabotage ruin the element of surprise? Wouldn't I be able to... Wouldn't I be able to... Sorry. The best time to strike would be during the negotiations when both parties are largely too distracted to pay attention to the outside situation. Wouldn't it? Or did they think they would capture Rhines with that small of a force and somehow use that to pincer our fleet? I never knew pincer was a verb like that. What if Rhines was just supposed to be a checkpoint between the Monsieur and their actual target? What if Rhines was a cow? What if the blah will go growl? I frown. Pincer. They used pincer, the Pokemon. That's how you use the verb. Yeah. Yeah, they Yeah. They to pincer is to summon Pincer the Pokemon and get their little claw and make them go clip. Wait, they have a claw on their head, don't they? That's very existential. Okay, this doesn't add up. What exactly were the Martians attempting to do? Yeah, it does make sense. The easiest option would be to just go to Monsieur and see firsthand, doesn't it? Do you think we can make it to the negotiations if we leave now? Oops. No way. No way. Even assuming Lapis was in peak condition and she didn't file that report, we'd miss it by at least a few hours. Right. If we'd arrived sooner, my grip on the controls tighten. I shake my head. I'm probably overthinking things as usual. If it's something an amateur like me could notice, what's the point of the Admiralty Board? Exactly. Conspiracies abound. Oh, I keep doing that. I keep on scrolling my mouse wheel and then it brings that up, and it's it doesn't. It's not expected for me, but oh well. Even if I personally have a problem with him, Peterson clawed his way into this position. He's no fool. Peterson? I forgot. I didn't see. Wait. Peterson. Jordan Peterson. Sorry. Rutherford. BK doesn't look too bad, all things considered. Maybe I can dodge helping out with repairs. Lapis is in enough trouble as it is. I turn back to face the older man as he stares at the visual display, seemingly without a care in the world. That's what you're worried about? What else would I be worried about? Clean your room. We're going to war. Yes, and it sucks. What can we do about it? The last thing we need is more people panicking while the Martians mop us up like they're up against wet paper. Goddess, they really went all out. Of all the things to turn to weapons, those flimsy worker exoframes really wouldn't be my top pick. Honestly, we did pretty well for our first real fight. Keep this up and things will go smoothly. Because they say first real fight, but would it have been the same cutscene for any location that I chose? Or would it be different? Like, does it depend on which order I tackle things as well? Does the story change? I'm curious as to the structure because they just said, first ever fight. It would be different. That's interesting. My question is what is the meaningful, interesting change, I suppose, that the player expects by choosing the locations, the order in which to change things? I'm curious, because I'm doing something similar for my game, but it's sort of like you choose which location to go, which event, which arc to entertain, but you already sort of know which characters will be in it. We get Gene and Alan. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. So just curious about, I've been like experimenting and thinking about structure and like trying to find games that will like help me learn about how to structure events in a game to be like dynamic and unique. But while the choices that you're making still being like meaningful. Anyway, this is freaking awesome. Existential crisis aside, I'd better head back to check out what got blown up before it comes and bites us in the ass. Mull it over a bit more, right? The feeling will pay SS. So yeah, because is there a bunch of content that you're gonna miss out on if you don't do everything, or is this like a replayable type thing where you try and get different routes? Be back in a bit. There's also a different battle if you go to the Rhines right away before distress signal. Yes, replayable, but like if I choose one route, will I have to restart to get those other playthroughs? Interesting to think about. These questions. I watch as he gathers up his tools and saunters towards the back of the ship. Either way, there's a ton of content. So much. Is this our future? Is this war the only solution? He always used to swear that peace was possible. Who's he? I want to know he. It's being blocked. Plot blocking, please. Let me know who he is. That humanity who'd been given a second chance of existing after the sacrifice of a hero would see the light, no matter how deep into darkness we sank. Because it keeps saying he in italics as if we're not supposed to say their name. What would he say now, I wonder? Would he accept this world determined to repeat his past mistakes? It seems like, Junius, it seems like you're idolizing he. Was he like a paragon of virtue, or was he a villain of endless suffering? Is he fighting against it right now? Or did he? Shaking my head, I quickly push away those thoughts. Hey. I can't falter. As long as I stay in the UTV, I can't afford to not fight. But we can already tell, isn't the UTV like corrupt? Pretty sure UTVs. Here's my prediction, and it's based on like stories and things. UTV's corrupt. Doc is evil. My dad is evil. Are you telling me there's you in this TV? Are you telling me that this fight is affordable? Even if I'm only here because Whoa! Are you telling me he fried this rice? Junius. Crap. What happened? I underestimated the damage. Our systems are overloading. We have to land now. How long could you keep her running for? 2 minutes tops. Lapis unit to Ryan's UTV docking station. Our exoframe is in critical condition. Please clear a runway for an emergency landing. Lapis unit, this is Ryan's UTV docking station. I'm afraid that This is Captain Gene Brooks. They're with me. Grant them permission. Understood, ma'am. Lapis unit, you are free to land on runway J27. 27, rather. Thank you, and you must know numbers in future. I Titan. Oh no. Hell Ruiz. Like, typos are lovely, but like, that's an amazing typo. Keep it. Sorry. Whenever I tighten my seatbelt now, I'm going to say I tighten it. I tighten my seatbelt on my thighs. Strap in, lads. The seat strap and head full throttle for our assigned port. 800 meters and tightening. 300. Deploy the landing gear. The gear is down. It's too tight. 100. Brace yourself for a tight close. Wow. Rift. Whoa, look at this. Crazy. Epileptic warning. Touchdown. My ears ring, my body rumbles, my teeth clench as my fingers dig into the plastic casing of the controls. The sound of metal scraping against rails claws at my mind. Stop. Engaging final braking sequence. Oh, this is cool. Oh, wow, that looks amazing. All these 3D sequences look gorgeous. And this lighting
is so good. That was tense. I'm sorry, I was joking halfway through, but that was tense and very good. Very well done. Braking successful. Commencing emergency shutdown of engines and systems. And that sound design? Sheesh. Full shutdown complete. Discharging excess power to station. Well, I think we're good. That was way too close for comfort. Well, they said, I think we're good, but technically, is anyone good in this world? You can say that again. That was way too close for comfort. You can say that a trend. Okay, I'll admit that was a bit lame. Sometimes I don't understand what goes on in your head. If you have to know, right now I'm thinking of worshipping the goddess of magnet rails. You told me a goddess magneted this rail? Half a second slower and we would have become the newest art installation at Rhines. Well, it's better than drifting in space. At least abstract art is instant. Forget I said anything. Either way, good job, Junius. Couldn't have done it without you, buddy. Huh. I have a crush on you. The older man, because being older is important here, slaps me across the back. The weight of his praise enough to catch me off guard. But the funny thing is that I didn't know that they were older, but that kind of makes an interesting dynamic. Instant isn't how I would describe abstract art. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's wow, instant is an abstract way to describe abstract art, perhaps. I should probably be as glad as he is that everything worked out, but I just. Looks like the claw hair works well enough. Shouldn't be too long before he can get off this old junk heap. Was the overload a result of damage dealt during the emergency purge? Nah, for all intents and purposes, it was a pretty clean disconnect. Damage to the transport itself notwithstanding. Am I the romantic interest? The problem's with this oversized doorstop. For all the effort and Sigil's credits Pipsqueak pumped into this thing, she really didn't balance power up properly. I mean, Andy Warhol peed on some canvas and let it dry and sold his art. That's a pretty quick process. It's true. And it's good art. Funnily enough. Nice elbow. Sorry. I'm not objectifying. Let's block it. Complete meltdown was bound to happen sooner or later, but I accidentally, A-L-L-Y, sped it up a bit by shutting off a few things for repairs. Goddess, I've seen enough of this flying garbage can to hope it becomes abstract art. And I think it's space then. Oh wait, it depends on whether it was like art is being interrupted by another by stuttering. If it's not stuttering, then I think there's a space between the art and the dash, excluding the two fleshy meat bags inside, of course. I see. Not getting sentimental, are you? I remember Freya mentioning showing it to her friends back in uni. It's been a long time. I guess it has. Sounds like the airlock's being connected. I like uni being called uni because only Commonwealth... I don't know if you're a Commonwealth from a Commonwealth country, but Commonwealth countries just call it uni, I think. University. Whereas, like, America calls it college, I think. We call America's high school, in New Zealand we call it college. Sometimes high school. But we don't call university college. Makes sense? Yeah. Disconnecting his tablet from the dock, he flips open the strap, holding him onto the seat before standing up, walking towards the airlock, and gesturing me to do the same. His shirt accidentally gets caught on a chair, and it shows a blaringly ripped set of six-pack abs. Oh, you got both uni and college here. Ready? Yes. Heave. Ho. I cover my eyes, the light from the tunnel blinding my vision as the familiar pungent smell of grease and newly sprayed reflective film permeate me. Interesting turn of phrase. But this isn't Cassini Novus, is it? There's already no going back. That was pretty flashy landing, Fahrenheit. Ah, Captain Brooks, I presume. At your service. I'm glad I could finally meet our saviors face to face. I think face to face... Is that apostrophed? Oh, I think it can either be apostrophed or space between face to and face. Yeah, it can be either or.
No, the things are all ours. If it wasn't for your quick intervention, Lieutenant Rutherford and I couldn't have landed safely. No need to downplay it, Fahrenheit. I doubt we could have gotten reinforcements at all if you two hadn't come, let alone what would have happened if I took that explosion to the nose. We got a Codex unlocked distress signal. Let's have a look at it. Oh, we got a few. Whoa, we got too many. There's too many to read. Let's just skim through them. Demetrius, dear kin, delaying L3 is a mistake. I get what you're trying to do. Opinion of Sigil in the Martian public is already rock bottom, but you shouldn't ignore them. At this point, we're pretty much throwing money away while taking our PR to boot. Band-Aid solution or not. Working on the civilian colony. This is from Budai. I get you're excited about Lomonosov's work, but toned down a bit. So Kenneth Canis was crazy about Lomonosov's work. Earth. Originally a scorched hellhole under the efforts of your Sigil Earth initiative, Earth is once again lush and green. Visit any of our luxury coastal cities, including Earth's capital, Roselle City, at the base of the Sierra Madre Mountains. Sierra Madre, funny. Experience noble lifestyle of any of the villas. This is amazing. Feeling adventurous, nostalgic, why not visit one of the pre-destruction era ruins? Wow. The Grand Archives or even the original Sigil Seal labs themselves. Earth is only a call away. Very interesting. I like this. 2403 on the popular virtual working space app Disport. Okay, yeah. There they are. Yes. Yes. Okay. Hey, bro. How's it going at Dama? Seen any craters yet? They fixed those years ago. Well, the trees in the courtyard are still pretty small. Oh, right. I got to take a look around after we finish moving in. The shipyard is freaking huge. Guess it's not Shipyardos Novo for no reason. I even got a quick tour of the observatory just before closing. You can see all the way to the next galaxy over with that thing. Oh, cool. Did you get to go to the main station yet? Yeah, it's pretty close to Muncher, honestly. Like, similar house layouts and everything. Don't fix what's not broke, I guess. I kinda missing being able to look up and see Earth, but this isn't bad either. Anyway, gotta go. They got making us get up at 8 tomorrow, ceremony. Okay, night, bro. Night. That's so cool. Monsha. It's special to humans. It's the only bastion of humanity to survive the destruction era. Oh, really? Skeleton of To Be Colony. 2020s. That's now. As the birthplace of the hero Morgan Roussel's, echoes of him can be felt, including the famed Monsha Academy. Wow. Interesting. Although once a modest facility designed to house mere thousands, it's a home to countless facility, Terrans old and young alike. Oh no. What happened to Earth? Despite the expansion of the colony throughout the centuries, painstaking efforts being made, original aesthetic. I wonder if we'll ever visit 2020 Monsha. Colonies, a historian's introduction. The originator of the concept has been long lost. The creation of free orbit stations around Earth, Helios 1 and 100, when they wanted material shipments from Mars, it was Station 1, and then further stations became into the metropolis, that's New Hampshire. That's awesome. I love that idea. New Hampshire, just like bunch of like space things put together. Known for the narrow and web-like streets filled to bursting with people 24 hours a day. That's so cool. New Hampshire's home to vast bazaars and storefronts with unique and exotic goods not found anywhere else. Rhines. Wow, this is a lot. I'm not probably going to go through all of it, but let's go. Delays are foreseeable. Let's assume no unexpected. 80% of the docks and maintenance are operational. Efforts have been made to complete the inner docks, significantly decreasing labor. To answer previous concerns about security, blah, blah, blah. Excluding a direct assault from hostile forces, it's unlikely there. So this is like Ryan's. It's pretty strong. St. Nilium. Dear Master Dobrev, I'm pleased to report that the young miss and I have successfully completed the trip to the Earth system, blah, blah, blah. While the layout's rather strange, it appears they weren't lying when they claimed expansive development of the colony, blah, blah. Interesting, cool. It was hidden within the picture attachment. Thus far, I've yet to notice problems with the residents. Oh, this is a spy. Is Richard Delisay a spy to Dobrev? Thus far, I've been unable to notice reports with the residents. Oh, wait, this was for St. Nilium. Thoroughly searched the premises for any potential tracking equipment. There's no signs of sabotage. Wow, spy.
UTV HQ. Force generators, pretty operational. Small hiccup, but their gravity vector shield lab, they're good. They're good. Ship alteration is kind of okay. The rest of the section has been omitted. Comments. I know that there's no point in complaining to the Admiralty Board when they've already made up their mind, but shouldn't we be doing more than basic maintenance and beefing up the shields at HQ? If we actually go to war, then making sure HQ is well defended in the worst case scenarios. Nothing to report. Wow, did they get censored? This is getting crazy. Distress signal. Class based on severity and urgency from 1 to 10. Due to misfires, all signals are required to be active for at least 60 seconds before being considered legitimate. However, if there's exceeding class 7, immediate potential loss of life, all potential cases will be thoroughly investigated by a patrolling unit. Blah, 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 blah. Officers are supposed to report them. So I'm guessing officers will be bad. Well, I'm guessing we're going to be running away from the big bad, which is the police. Signals with a high class take priority. Classism. Ship spotted. Yeah, there's a lot of ranking in this society, isn't there? Which is like, I think it's saying something about like, if we rank everything and if we class everything, then there's the possibility to be like, only if you're rich can you get help. And then it's like, okay, that means that like corrupt as like government being bought by the rich people and all that crap. Ship spotted entering restricted territory. That's like 1. For example, 2 is like a minor collision. There's money involved. So it's like based on money, based on life, there's like levels. Life-threatening, blah, blah, blah. 5, ongoing pirate raid. Pirate, considered to be life-threatening. Considered. Major collision. So, like, the thing is, it's like, you lose a lot of money, or you can, like, die, or there's pirates. Meaning, like, the very existence of pirates is like, okay, stuff pirates. It's like, okay, whatever, you know, like, I don't care, you know. Like, are pirates automatically bad? No, they're not. They're just people who rebel against the corrupt forces that be. We're going to be pirates. I'm guessing we're going to be pirates. That's my guess. Is that we discover some screwed up stuff that the government do, and then we become pirates and everyone's chasing after us. That's my guess. I might be wrong, but hey, that's my guess. Just in the nick of time, too. Any later and things could have got ugly. That said, I have to know what tipped you off into coming here. BK is definitely a prime target, but it's not every day someone can see an attack this deep in our territory coming. I like your eyes. Just plain old good luck and paranoia, I'm afraid. The perfect duo if I've ever heard of one. Yeah, you got quips, girl. Captain Brooks' maintenance has finished their assessment of berkelium. Status? Berkelium suffered significant external damage. While extensive repairs are required, it is still within the realm of feasibility. However, status of the vessel's internal systems is far less optimistic. Meaning? I believe the head engineer's specific comment in the situation was, someone get me a drink. Did he give you any estimates? Negative. He seemed uncertain at the prospect of even salvaging the Dreadnought's internal systems. It was Jim who's in charge here, right? I believe it is Lieutenant Pascal, yes. If he's making statements like that, then you're probably looking at around a year for repairs minimum. The old girl's not exactly state-of-the-art either. There's a good chance she'll have to be gutted entirely due to compatibility reasons. I worked on BK in 95 for half a year. It's in my file. I see. And here I was hoping something would work out for once. Her eyes darkened, darting around the room as if drawing invisible star charts in the air. Oh, she's awesome. If we have to lure them here to finish the fight, then... No, they definitely planned for that. Ma'am? Is there more? I like this dynamic between these two here. They're pretty funny. He nods. Expression grim and armored body tense, he leads us into the middle of a crowded hallway. I look up, my eyes widening at the images broadcasting from the holographic projector. Whoa! Negotiations at Manchu have broken down following reports of attacks on the unfinished Rhines L5 colony.
While the UTV have yet to release a statement, it's being confirmed that the attackers were Martian allied. While details are still unknown, an all-out war with Mars seems imminent. Citizens are advised to stay calm. Those trigger-happy fools. It happened. We're at war. Sheesh. We're at war, people. We're at war. Hey, there we go. Shawnee. Yuko Liu. Raze. Lorena. Toby Ong. Voxeleos. Tuaya Iran. Kendrick Ian Laurel. Chester Paul Go. Tina Kim. Liliane. Glenn Yap. Jason Ching. Arkea Nissia. Chief and the Hyperspace members. Admirable Styles. Shawnee. Harry Styles. Shawnee Liu. Jason Ching. Sekai Project. Publisher. That's cool. Oh, was this backed? Oh, I had no idea. Oh, yeah, that's right. Was this backed by Kickstarter? Wow. Well done. Deserves it. Definitely deserves it. Oh, Indiegogo? Yeah, deserves it. How much did you get? This seems to be going quite well. And how long have you been in development? 10K only? That's not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, but considering 6-person team, it's still... Yeah, you're not going to get a full income out of that. It goes away like super quickly, doesn't it? Hi, Steel, Studio Blue, or Teal, Steel or Teal, or both. Yeah, this is really well done. Yeah, 10K will go just like that, won't it? I know that how that goes. 10K's nothing actually. Hey, Steel. Well, I'm sorry, that sounded bad, but it's just in the grand scheme of things, people assume, hey, 10K, that's enough to pay and do this and that and that and that. Nope, 10K goes really quickly. It goes super quickly. Even 100K can go really quickly, depending. Like, 6-person team, you still have to all work on it for free. Yeah. Yeah, people are like, $10,000, surely. It's like, no, it's there's not even one person's salary for a year. Yeah, so, but hey, collapsing daybreak end. Oh, there's more? Okay. Marvel post-credit scene. Let's go. Wasn't I only supposed to be promoted to captain, sir? The situation has changed. I'm Ensign Klein DeLune. I've been assigned the position as the head CIC officer, Martian history expert, and information analyst on board Sierra. Starting today, I'll be taking over primary duties in the CIC room, as well as joining you on your briefings with the Admiral to provide additional insight when possible. I'll be looking to your guidance, Captain Brooks. There's no need to be so formal, Fahrenheit. We're practically on equal footing. Sierra will be on the front lines. Are you willing to accept the constant threat of death? Yes. I haven't met Freya too much through this. Captain Manyard. Tell me, boy, what did you do the week we were trying to defend the New Hampshire? I don't know who Captain Manyard is. Oh, wow. Oh, these are different people who I've never met. Heck, where were you when the whole Mancha incident went down? Mancha? People go to war for a reason, Terran. I won't be the one to falter. This is really well done. Neo hamsters. Gundam! Dissonance and resonance. Yeah. Hey, how are we? Could I have done that? Like, did I go straight to like the critical path? Be a solo game dev and never start or finish anything. You can see other routes. Yeah, I can. I haven't got enough time to. Oh, Moon is the biggest. I'll do that another time. Yeah. But I've been playing this one for about 3.5 hours. It's been pretty good. I liked it a lot.
Thank you so much for letting me play it. We highly encourage saving clear data to continue playing after downloading What does saving clear data mean to the average player? I don't know what that means. Saving clear data. Clear data? Saving clear data. There we go. Got to run. Okay, see you later, Steel. Oh, Steel. I will play the games tomorrow. Bang. Yeah. I'll play the games tomorrow. What I'll do is I'm going to play like 2 hours of like clearing the disqualification, because it's like 5 disqualified ones, and then I'll like go through all the rest. That makes sense? Is that satisfactory? Because I don't know. Because I just haven't had enough time between like editing and all that kind of stuff and doing the stream for Archaea Kaz and Yanfly. It's been very fantastic. Okay, yes, I already saved, but oh well. Bleh. That'll be fine? Yeah, cool. I'll let you know after I'll clear them all first, and I'll let you know which one, if there's any DQs, and then I'll play the rest of them straight away, because I assume that the only balancing will be done by like letting me, what am I saying? But by like giving me more if I've DQ'd. I don't know. Sorry if that doesn't make sense, but hey. Anyway, I'll do that anyway, because that's the only thing that I can think of doing. Cool. I'll do that. It's my hope that we won't meet again once, Traveler. Till then. Disqualified! May the moonlight illuminate your way. Viva la cola! Yes, you too, Steel. Viva la steel! May the steel sharpen upon the rocks of and anvils of life, making blue of studios. Yeah. Message from the developers. Sierra Ops is designed to be completed through multiple playthroughs, with a significant portion of the content locked behind different choices and actions taken during gameplay. Good night, Studio Blue. Good night, Steel. It's highly recommended that players take their time to explore outcomes that may interest them, as it will impact later events. What? Oh! Good night, Rifter. I mean, not Rifter. Oh yeah. So, okay, let me get this straight, Helleruiz, because I'm interested how this works. Does this mean that you're recommending that I try out the different paths and then continue chapter 2 with the route that I like the most? I'm curious. Or because you can use this method. Okay, you can use this method. There's an options that's got skip text, left control, auto read. In some games they have exo frame controls. In some games they have like skip if you've read it. Oh, there we go. Only scene text. Yeah, there we go. So you can also skip. Yeah, there we go. Return title screen. Okay, but I'll do that in my own time, I feel. Yeah, and I might try episode 2 later, but hey, this has been great. This has been fantastic. Time to raid, I think. I'm finishing up now because I'm very tired, and it's the end of the section anyway, so I might finish another time because I'm pretty tired. So let's do that. Oh wait, sorry. I'll say what I liked about it and disliked. Okay, I'll give my review. Yeah, I need not necessarily the sleeps. I'm actually fine sleep-wise, but you know how it is when I've been streaming for like 6 hours. So there's the thing where like sometimes I feel okay like to keep going, but like being on a stream for me is like performing, honestly. It's like being streamer brain. It's like being on a stage. You're like in front of everyone and you're like saying everything out loud, my throat and stuff. You have to keep your throat lubricated. And I stream in a style that has a lot of reading, so like it's very draining. It's like going to work, you know? It's like, oh, okay, I just want to just like lie down or something. But like, yeah, I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed it. It's like going for a run and going, I enjoyed that, but I really need to lie down, that kind of thing. Even if it's just like playing a game by myself sort of thing, and just... And then, and DCPG, and then your audience makes you do 75 crunches. I need to like revise. Oops, I'm peaking a bit. I'll take that down a bit. I need to revise some of my like rewards so that they have fun stuff like that. Yeah, that'll be fun. Oh wait, ooh, I'll bring that back up. But yeah, and DZ and everyone else, I have like a green screen. I just haven't set it up because I moved into a new room. I have a green screen. I'm going to be streaming with visuals soon. Yeah. Everyone thinks I'm a cat, but I'm a person. And I kind of want to try it out just to see what it's like. Even if I have that option, because I bought a green screen, I have lighting, all that crap, all the stuff that you probably shouldn't like invest in before trying it out. But like, I just wanted to look nice before my first one, Anyway, I'm definitely a cat. Okay, cool. Then I'll transform into my human avatar. But let me talk about this game, Sierra Ops. So this was like on a arcade recommendation. Every time I have guests on the podcast, I then like go, okay, read episode 2 in your own time. That's probably best, not gonna lie. A friend tried streaming. It took about 2 weeks with one ending. Yeah, there's a lot. Especially if you, with visual novels, I'm realizing if you have to speak all the dialogue out loud. Visual novels are sometimes harder to do live, yeah, because there's a lot of text. So it ends up being like double the amount that you'd do if you were just like reading without saying everything. But I do love like voice acting and stuff, so like it is kind of fun in its own way if it's short enough. But this seems like it's decent length, it's pretty long. So yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, ADHD. I liked Sierra Ups a lot. Let me think. So Sierra Ups seems to be a space opera. No, it's like a dating sim. No, I don't know if it's going to be dating sim. It might be, but like it's a character-based drama where the main character seems to be going through some trauma. I would say it might even be PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, where something happened 6 years ago that affects their current day in a big way, where they have to manage their energy, and they have to, like, every time they get triggered, they'll go into like a dissociating state. And this game has a really good depiction of that so far. I know because I had a close friend who used to have PTSD, and triggers are not necessarily the fault of the person triggering them, but it could be anything. And it could be, with this person, it could be anything from like mentioning 6 years ago, and he's like, vroom, like that. You go into like a zone where it's like, oh crap, my spirit goes out of my body. I can't feel anything. My face feels numb. I feel like I'm gonna faint. It feels so uncomfortable. That's what it feels like with this, because there's a lot of internal dialogue in this game as well. So there's like a lot of like stuff like that. There's also the strained like foster father angle, which is a nice angle, because there's also the idea that you're working with your father, which like the main character has to put on a son hat, and then a father, and then an employee, a boss hat on, co-employee hat, and they have to switch those hats. But that's why you don't do business with family, because you have to keep switching your hats, like, and it gets complicated, especially if both parties aren't like navigating that tension properly. Anyway, it seems like a deep one to go into with the Sierra Ups, but I'm very interested in story things about visual novels like this, and it seems like it has a central thrust, pun unintended, but very welcome for space stuff, central thruster of like space, learning to deal with past trauma. I wonder what the conclusion is going to be, because a lot of media say something, and I don't want to jinx this and make you change like the story, blah blah blah, but a lot of media say face your inner demons, which is good, but it's sometimes more complicated than that. It's sometimes a bit more like, sometimes you have to like learn to live with it, and sometimes others are to blame. I don't know, it's a hard one to kind of navigate. I'm really interested to see what Sierra Ops has to say about that though, but suffice to say, the writing in this is stellar, pun intended, and welcome as well. Look at the stars. And also like characterization is fun. There's some cute characters in there. Anyway, and then there's also like fun themes. I have to say though that the simulation gameplay, I love the idea. It's innovative. I'm finding it hard to grasp. I'm finding it hard to strategize with it. And I hope that in the next chapter it makes it
more strategizable. But mind you, I only really started doing the ship like in the final half hour to an hour of the game. So like the ship stuff was a bit, I'm still learning. So maybe it was just very difficult to have sort of like quite a difficult battle early on. Or at least it seemed difficult, and I'm trying to figure out how to strategize. Maybe there needs more layers of complexity on top, maybe, like, and it seems quite slow paced. Maybe you're going to get more ships. I don't know. I'll know in season 2, but hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Overall, though, I very much enjoyed Sierra Ops. Thank you to Arcare for recommending it to me. Gorgeous game. Oh, I love those 3D sequences as well. Very, like, visually stunning. Oh, and the direction of certain scenes to bring out the internal sort of, like, shock factor. Like, oh, and it really cuts the music, and it does, like, cool stuff to pacing. Yeah, that really jives my blaze. That really jives my blaze. Comment too if this game jived your blaze. Anyway, loved Sierra Ops. I might play future. I'm just so busy now with the game jam judging and stuff like that. But yeah, might play in future. Thank you for letting me play this awesome game. Even if I don't play episode 2, I'll consider buying it anyway because like I want to support stuff like this. You got to support your local. You got to support stuff that you believe in. Oh wait, this is my channel. Wait, I'm supposed to raid instead. We're going to raid someone. Wait, let's play some music. Yeah, okay, so let's raid someone. Who should we raid? There's Liberty. Minecraft. I don't know if Minecraft is my thing right now. LMP. Oh, Salt. Oh, Salt. Oh, working on a community tune? Yeah, let's raid Salt. Gameplay needs some more improvement. I don't know though, Hellruy. I haven't played Chapter 2 though, so take my words with a grain of salt, because I haven't played Chapter 2. Chapter 2 will likely change my opinion entirely about the gameplay, so take that entire portion of my review with a grain of salt, because I might play Chapter 2 and come back to you like, oh no, wait, don't change it. Gameplay's good. The mission I tried is probably the hardest for episode 1, so that could have been a structural thing where, it's possible that, let me turn this down a little bit. It's possible that, due to the non-linear nature of everything, I just, per chance, chose the most difficult mission straight off, whereas if I had a little bit more practice with the other missions, I would have been able to do that one a bit better, So it's possible that was something as well. Because when planning a non-linear game, sometimes those kind of progression breaks and all that stuff, that's something that you really need to look out for. Where are we going? Raid channel, Salt. Okay, we're gonna join the True Salt King's stream. I really love the True Salt King. I love the way they make music. Go and support them. Just, what are we gonna say? Start raid. Can we all do the emotes that I have or no? No, we can't. For example, can people do this one or no? Can only people who are subscribed do that one? Yeah, I think only people who subscribe can do that one. Okay, well, what should we say? We should say, Beanie Raid, and you can use whatever emojis you have, along with it. Beanie Raid, like this. But use whatever emojis you have. And we'll just spam that and give Salt love as we join their stream. All right, thank you so much for watching, even though we've probably only got like 3 people here. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I love you all. And yeah, I'll keep you posted. Thank you so much for joining. And it was so cool having the developer here as well. We're going to go join Salt. Bye, everybody. You're awesome. Bye.